I don't know whether you're aware, but there was like this dragon thing.
Oh yeah.
Where we left off, you are in the middle of a fight to the death with a butterfly dragon, guardian of this demiplane, and really doesn't like your heretical speaking that it is overheard. It is trying to end you. The Tranquil Watcher has been slain, its soul freed. Quite a few of you have taken multiple breath attacks from this beast, and there is currently a demon out of control attacking Thog, who I believe has just hit the deck. I can't remember whether you got healed, but you're still prone, I know that much. Some of you are inside, some of you are on the roof. The dragon is on the far south west of the roof and has cornered Hunter against the opening in the top of the roof, one-on-one, preparing to chow down on him. That is where we left off. The dragon does still have some status conditions on him, so if you are one of the people who placed one of those status conditions, please do remind us all of it when it comes to your turn, or if it becomes applicable beforehand. And kicking off the night, more fighty fight. We have Eve followed by Moreau. Whoever was controlling Moreau last time, I believe it was me. Yes, it was Tia. Otherwise known as you, because Tia doesn't control Moreau. Cool. Awesome. Eve is up. Moreau is on deck. What are you doing, guys?
Don't forget, by the way, there's a rope hanging by me that goes up into like a weird space where nothing can hit.
Also true. I had forgot that Eve has cast rope trick and is currently in a demiplane within a demiplane.
Yeah, so like you're welcome to go in there. Like 8 people can fit, so help yourselves. It's, you know, if you're in a pickle. Can I see the dragon?
Are you within the rope trick bubble?
I can poke my head out.
Yeah, if you poke your head out, yes, you can see the dragon.
Sweet. Can I shoot it?
Hanging upside down out of your little bubble?
Well, it's only a meter off the ground, so I can just step out of it.
Cool. Go ahead.
Cool. Alright. Are there any enemies within 5 feet of it?
There are not. There is only a hunter.
That's an enemy to him.
Within 5 feet?
Yeah, hunter is within 5 feet.
Oh, cool. I can sneak attack it then. Amazing.
Nice.
So first attack misses, but I can roll again because I have that cool ability. Second attack is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That could be my sneak attack. So 11 plus 3d6. Ooh, 22 damage. And second attack.
Ooh.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so 15 plus a d6. For another 19 damage.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna go right back up into that space and hang about.
2 arrows soar over your head, Hunter, and land square in this thing's chest. One of them up towards like the bottom of its neck as it's reeling up to try and attack you. It recoils a bit at that. That was a hefty amount of damage. And you see for a second a flicker of like recalculation in its eyes. If that is all.
Yeah.
Cool. This thing has 1 legendary action left, I believe. So it's going to do it. And it's going to do it by attacking you, Hunter. Oh, no. Roll 20. Where's roll 20? Much better. Boop. Does a 33 hit?
Let me just check. Yeah, just.
Just, yeah, thought only just. Cool.
You'd have to roll a 2 or a 1 not to hit me.
That is a 15 bludgeoning damage as it swirls around and brings its tail down on top of your head. Moreau's up, Thog's on deck. You, that is you.
Oh, is Chris not here?
No, not yet.
Oh,
no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did anyone play Moreau?
Hang on.
If I remember correctly, you already
He
said what
said-
you wanted to do in chat.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
that is
that's what I was-
true.
I was looking.
Somebody find it.
Okay, I found it. Moreau's plan is we've struggled to get the thing to unleash hell on it, so if we can see it and it's within 60 feet, he wants to try and cast Banishment by time, get everyone surrounded, and blat it with held actions when the fucker reappears. If he can't do that, he'll use his Taroka card effect.
Okay. He is not within 60 feet at the minute, so my assumption would be use the card effect while moving towards in the future
The
getting
rope.
within 60 feet. Oh, or the rope. I would assume he'd want to get close enough to try and banish it. Does anyone remember what card he drew? Because I don't.
I don't know about the new card.
Cool. In that case, we will do bending of the rules so we don't ruin things for Chris. You, because you've done it before and I don't know how to do it, go ahead and draw a new card for Moreau. If he was holding one, when Chris comes back, he'll still be holding one whether you use this one or not. That's that's probably quite good.
I'll go have a look what card that is. Sorry, I was not expecting. Features, class features, spiritual, no. Spiritual focus. I think spiritual focus.
Eh?
Nope, it was not that.
Okay, while you find that, Thog, what are you doing? Are you still down?
It says there Thog got healed for 45 HP tier. Is that accurate as of
Ooh,
today?
I do remember that.
Yep, I gave you supreme healing potion.
Oh shit. Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
So you're still prone, but you are healthier.
Well, am I within melee range of that demon that's come and swiped me?
You definitely are.
Well, that's bad for it then, because it's within my melee range too. Sun Sword ahoy hoy, and we go chop as we do. First things first though, just so we're clear on this, because that dragon, hurt. I'm going to do a little cheeky bonus action, second wind, and get back 10 extra hit points.
Nice.
And then I'm going to go, well, ideally, smack with the Sun Sword. Come on, baby, you haven't failed me yet. There we go. That's more like it. And it also, so that also means I get to add Blessed Strikes onto it as well. So that's an additional 2d8 because it's crit. And that also means that I get to laugh in its face as a free action because life's good. And because I'm a half orc, I get to add, and whenever I roll a melee weapon attack and score a crit, I get to add an additional 1 dice of that. So that is a total of 14, so 21 plus 25. So that's 46 radiant damage on my first attack.
That just pained me. The fact that you had to mention first attack. Yeah, you get up and slam into this thing. I wasn't expecting that. What are you doing for your second attack?
Well, you know, it's funny you should mention that I have a second attack. By God, I'd almost forgotten after all this time. Better attack it again. Come on,
Nice.
Come on, if I can get 2 crits in a row, just let me have the kill. Oh, it's only a 24 to hit with 14 radiant. What a pity.
Okay. With 2 hefty swipes, you do really hurt this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks quite hurt now. It's still up. It's still raring for a fight. It seems insulted that you dare attack it back. Rage burning in its eyes, but yeah, you've hurt it quite a bit there.
I think that's more of
affected
a
by
big
those
problem.
strikes.
What was that?
I was just asking if it seemed if it seemed to at all resist those attacks.
Dog can't seem to tell any resistance. The blade cuts through it like butter, just as expected.
Yeah, it's the dragon that's been an asshole. But yeah, other than that, stand up for half movement because, you know, why not? And then, yeah,
Nice.
that's Dog's turn. Real simple.
Back to you. What was Moreau's card?
So actually, I had to roll d12 again, but d10 would have been a dragon card again, which would have been funny. So number 2 tells us the renowned duelist. You make a melee attack against the target on hit. The target takes force damage equal to 2 rolls of your Bardic Inspiration die plus Charisma modifier.
Okay. You can choose to spend that, or you can choose to keep it. Because that would have happened before Thog's turn, you can retroactively give it to Thog for those attacks if you wish.
I would love to.
Lewis, you're rolling again. Even more.
Well, it's a good thing that first hit was a crit, so that means it takes 4 rolls of the Bardic Inspiration dice plus Charisma modifier.
I should have remembered that before I offered the retcon. Go on. 4 rolls of Bardic Inspo plus Charisma.
It is D10, isn't it, here?
D12.
So 4d12 plus 4.
That's an additional 23 force damage. And I'm not even a paladin.
I believe that's also +4 for the Charisma modifier.
Yeah. That's included. Cool. As I said, it is really hurt. As you draw your blade back, it's clear that not only have you cut it, it's bleeding like a very sludgy black liquid down one of its sides, kind of like trying to hold its insides in. There's also like clearly like crushed bone from where the force of that impact hit. This thing looks messed up. Skipping ahead then. I'm assuming you didn't want to do anything else after standing up, Lewis.
No, my turns are apart from the actual rolling of dice. My turns are really fast. You guys go.
Cool. In that case, lair action time. The dragon is going to choose a point that it can see, which is not the roof because it doesn't really work that way. What it's going to do is it's going to create a tremor, and it's going to make the building around it shake. Hunter, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? That is a fail. You have been knocked prone as you, for the life of you, can't stay on your feet.
No!
And you are shaken to the ground. Tia, you are up. The dragon is on deck.
How far can I see the dragon, and how far is it?
You can see the dragon. It's on the opposite side of the roof to you. It's like 150 feet away.
Is there something on the way?
There is a big hole in the floor, equal to this circle you can see on the map.
If it's on the opposite side of the room, do I have a clear vision to it?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Actually, I can't use that. Okay. Nope, not that one. When I go there 15 feet, I will summon 2 more small turrets.
Awesome. Why are you summoning them?
Actually, not even that far. I'm going to just summon them in front of me will be fine. I will use my bonus action to command them to go further, covering Moreau, and then shoot the dragon. This time I will make them a small size instead of tiny.
Nice. Go for it.
27, 22 to hit.
Both hit.
13 and 9, so 22 points of damage in total.
Nice.
Bum, 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 bum.
There we go. And then since I use 10 feet of movement speed, I will use rest of the 20, go up the go up the rope and stay in the space.
Nice. As these 2 turrets fire off, the dragon is mid-raising up again to pounce down on Hunter, who's now on the floor. One of them cuts straight down its underneath, and the other catches one of those arrow impacts from before, and it opens up a pretty big wound. As it does, the dragon falls to one side onto one of its wings, stumbles for a second, and looking in basically all of your direction at once, he shouts out, "How dare you! I may fall, but Lelalia will kill you all! Heretics!"
Sorry!
Dragons go. Let's do this. Ooh. That is interesting. How many people can it see right now? Where's Lila? Is she on the ground?
No, she's on the roof with Ribbit.
Right, okay.
Oh.
Oh, are you in the same spot? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, we're both still on the broom.
In that case, how far can this dragon move? Not that far. Mm-mm-mm. What it's going to do is attack Hunter. So, first attack, it's going to come at you with a Claw Hunter. So that's D20 plus this to 30 to hit.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me an athletics check, please. Oh, interesting. Roll again, I guess. Oh no, because you're not currently. There's just a stalemate.
Beats it, right?
Yeah, it's not. It's a contested athletics check though. So I'm assuming if you get the same, it ain't doing anything to you. So second claw attack. Plus 17. Oh no, I typed it wrong apparently. $32 to hit. Can I have another contested athletics check, please? Okay, that time he beat you. Second claw comes in, and instead of just swiping at you, grips its claws around you and is going to lift you up into the sky. Do what?
What damage have I taken?
None.
Oh, okay.
It's just trying to grapple you at the minute. So doing so, he's then going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30, 5, 80. Cool. And you're kind of sharing a space here. Cool. So he is. That's 160. Cool. 160 feet up in the air. He's going to use his last attack on you, which is biting down on you. Plus 13. 32's hit again. This time it is actually going to do damage, if that's okay.
No,
That's okay.
I've refused the damage. Thank you, but thanks anyway. Nice of you to offer. It's gonna be like 23 or something.
So that's
27.
27 piercing damage. And 20 radiant damage. And as you all watch him pick Hunter up, bite down on him, blood spurts from Hunter, and he looks back to you all. Fine. Kill me if you can. But if I fall, so does he. That's the dragon's go. Hunter, what would you like to do?
Okay, so this is me here. So I'll bonus action fast step back onto the roof.
Nice.
Wow.
Nope.
Smart dragon.
Cool. Where to? Hit your place.
Like there.
It's just like anywhere that's not in a dragon's hand, please.
Yeah.
What's the range on fast step again?
60 feet.
Oh, you are 80 feet away from, like, up in the air above the roof. Like, he's gone up, not just to the side.
I have to see where I'm going with this spell. Like, so not see, but do I have to be a solid surface?
I don't think it has to be a solid surface. It just has to be an
Unoccupied
unoccupied
space.
point. Yeah.
So,
So you can
if I
pop up to above the roof and fall if you wish.
yeah, that'll do.
Sounds.
As I
And I'm
come
just
out
doing some trig, one sec.
of, so how high did you say it is? So 160 feet.
Yeah, but if you go into the roof, then it's only 80 up.
All right, so I'm falling 80.
And,
And then
you're going to take 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
well, I will at the end of my turn.
You just teleported,
Yeah.
so you're falling.
Yeah, but my turn's 6 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah, but the only time we did a falling time for not how D&D rules it is because it didn't make any fucking difference and it was fun. If you fall, you just fall. So at the point where you have used an ability that makes you fall, for example, that's when you're taking the damage. Unless you could do something else in a quicker amount of time, but if that's your bonus action, then an action is going to take you longer, way longer than it takes for you to fall 80 feet.
Fairs. That's me
I don't
then.
think. What? Why?
Well, that's my action, isn't it? Like, falling is going to
No,
take
falling's
longer
not-
than an action.
No, falling's not. No, that's not what I mean. Falling's not your action, as in the fall damage is going to happen straight away because anything else you'd want to do before that is going to take longer than it takes you to fall.
Right, I see.
So that's
Okay,
concerning the order of what's happening.
okay. Well, that would kill me. However, by 4 points, so that puts me on -4, technically. But I'll use my reaction to reduce that by 1d12.
Oh my god! Stone's Endurance! Oh my god!
Finally done it!
The second time in 4 years!
Roll your d12.
It has to be a 5 or more. Yeah!
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So if I was a -4, so that puts me on 7 HP. Yeah, suck it, dragon, little prick. Okay. Cool. And then standing up and looking back at his face, I will banish it.
Is it within range?
60 feet. Oh, it's 60 feet, and it's not within 60 feet, is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's within range of Eldritch Blast, so that'll do.
Old classic.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 Eldritch Blasties. None of which hit.
Cool.
Um,
Despite the fact you missed, it still looks really pissed off that you've just teleported out of its grasp.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck you, dragon. That'll be my turn after saying that.
It just growls at you. Awesome. Rocks go. It's just gonna wail on you, Thug, because you've hurt it, and it's not the smartest of creatures. So that is +6. 1, 2, the 8 is gonna miss probably. And 25 to hit. For 6 points of slashing damage. If you are there, Monsieur Thog.
Madame, actually.
Oh, yeah, Monsieur Louis Madame Thog. I don't know if he's there, but it's fine. I've got access to his character sheet. Cool. Tefl is up. Deck's on deck.
My headphones just disconnected at the worst time. Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm running upside down on the ceiling. 70 feet this direction, like where Vulpix is. I'm gonna try to get like kind of above the action over here.
If you're staying on the underside of the roof, you'd be underneath the action. Unless you wanted to get on top of the roof.
Well, I can only go 70 feet.
Yeah, but you were at the lip of
Because I can
the
get
circle.
to the action.
Yeah, so it's basically just stepping over the edge if you want to get onto the roof, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Cool. Tefl has joined you all on the roof.
And I can get here, but I can't move my token at the minute. It won't let me move it there.
Boop. Cool. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it.
Awesome sauce. Just to make it all clear that you guys are on the roof, seeing as no one's in the underground part of the building in that bit anyway. Cool. Dayak, you're up. Lila is on deck. Let's hope Liam gets it before it's his turn.
So I am using my phone to roll to me as being a bitch, and I can't scroll left or right, so I'm just looking at like the center of the temples. Whereabouts is the dragon?
The dragon is like off the roof to the west, 160 feet from ground level. You would
Okay. No, I've got nothing within range of 160.
I would say, given how high it is, you'd probably be able to see it through the center of the roof, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I can't attack it though. I don't think.
Cool.
Just have a quick gander. 120, 60, 120, 120. Not even lightning bolt. So if I remember correctly, on top right, where Ribbit and Lila now?
They are on the very edge of the roof.
They're on the roof, so I can't reach them either. Did I know? Can't cast anything with concentration before Eve falls out of her hole again. So I will. Who's the nearest person to me? I will walk to them.
Me, I think.
Besides Lavender, who is 10 feet away from you.
Lavender will do.
Thanks.
I imagine you're still quite beat up at this point.
All right, yeah, but no need to rub it in. Yes, please.
Also, I don't remember where I put my homunculus. If it's not,
It is on the roof still, trying to heal things, but it can't because there's nobody there to heal.
yeah, okay. And I myself will just some healing. It's 12 points of healing. Lavender.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'll have my homunculus cast it one more time and then stop.
Cool.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. Lila is up. Does anyone want to? You don't have to do it physically, but just tell me what Liam would do in this situation.
So I've been speaking to Liam a little bit, and either dash. Both of us are gonna have to use our movement to get anywhere near it, but we were considering healing. So either dash or self-heal and move 30 feet towards the dragon.
Tell me which it is.
Can you see how much I think they've only got lay on hands left. Cure wounds, sorry. What slots are they rocking?
Sorry, I had to open the door, so I was not in front of it. Roll 20 load. Oh. 2 1s and a 2.
What level 2 spells does he have? Don't want to waste it. You've got to spell him out when he use.
Hold person, Misty Step, Find Steed, Mirror, Image, Suggestion, and Web.
You can just Misty Step. Sorry, what is the healing for Cure Wounds just at level 1?
Like 1d8 plus Charisma, I think.
God damn it! I am going to say level 1 because you never know when you're going to need to Misty Step. So I'm going to say level 1 Cure Wounds on themselves, and then moving along the roof so that we're not going up at all. Move 30 feet towards the dragon. So I guess here.
Cool. They're healed for a whopping 4 hit points.
Fuck my life.
They got 1.
My life.
Oh,
And are beginning to move towards the dragon.
Fabulous. I don't think there's anything they can do with their bonus? Question mark.
Um,
I don't think they have any bonus actions.
Nothing particularly great in this situation that I'm aware of.
That will be them then. And then on my turn, I will move 90 feet to the left. We gonna move.
Go for it.
For some reason, it won't let me move Ribbip, and currently we're obviously in the same. Place. So will you just move Lila here, please? Or should I go down? I was there, please. Ooh, wait, actually.
Aha! I'm back. Sorry, my internet disappeared then, I think.
Oh, thank
What have I
God,
missed?
because... Oh, no, it's fine. I just changed... Oh, no, not Ribbip is moving, because me and Lila are both on the broom. Yes. However, could I instead only go 60 feet? and then could I because I'll, I'll, I'll take control. That's why we're staying on the roof so that we can 60 feet.
Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit every now and then, but I can hear you now.
Okay. 1 secundo. I have a fix. Right. I've become wired. Whatever is causing my disconnects, it can get lost.
Good.
Right, sorry. I am back. Hopefully that's fixed my connection issues. What is happening?
So I've just moved
guys
over
have
60 feet to the
moved.
left, and I'm going to
Yeah.
greater healing myself with my action. So that is 4d4
Awesome.
plus 1. That's my last one. I'm
Awesome.
very sad. And that's us.
In that case, Lavender, you're up. Eve's on deck.
If it massively messes with your plans, then don't. Well, you'll hear in your head Lavender on the vine, saying, "Reddit, send me back my broom. I need to get up there with you." The broom does have a way that you can just send it somewhere within a mile of you, so that's what you'll hear her ask. For this turn, if I can see the dragon, and Liam's just walked to the door. I will just Eldritch blast it from here. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 1, 2, 3.
What range is your Eldritch Blast? Is yours
It's
300
like-
as well?
Yeah, because it's spell style.
Nice. Only one of those hits, unfortunately.
Sure.
But damage is damage.
That's fine. I will. Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
She from behind the pillar, Dayak, you'll just see Lavender, having healed her a little bit more, kind of go, "Okay, Lavender, be brave, be brave, be brave." And she will go for 10, 15, 25, 30, and just start using a movement to go around the other side of this.
Cool. As the bolt hits this thing in the face, it still has its eyes just locked on Hunter. It is barely holding it together, but it is enraged.
Cool. Bonus action, ethereal plane, please. Not that brave.
Nice. Eve is up. Moreau is on deck.
So seeing as the dragon's still there, she's gonna poke her head out and fire at it.
Nice. Go for it.
Is Hunter still near it, or did he like fall all the way out and there's no one on it?
He is way away from it now.
That's
He's back
fine.
on the roof.
That's good. All right, let's go. That misses. Let's fire again. And that hits for 32.
Nice.
To hit. So first damage bit is 14. Second, if it hits, yeah, it does 30 to hit. So
Nice.
that is 11 plus 1d6. So 12 extra damage, and she's going back in the hole.
Nice. As the two arrows sink into it, you can see it's like hovering in the air. Its wings falter for a second. It's struggling to have the strength to stay up, but again, its head, its eyes, its facial expressions unchanged. Moreau is up. Fog's on deck. You, are you there?
Curses. Morrow is not close, and that dragon is more than 160 feet away now. I would make Morrow draw one more card and then climb up.
It's the same one again.
Go wild, Thog.
Nice.
And Morrow then uses the movement speed climb up the rope.
Cool.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Speaking
Thog
of
is
which-
going to use some extremely unpriestly language that I'm not going to repeat in chat. And after that say, for goodness sake, Moreau, how long does this thing stick around for? And then just start wailing on it again because, you know, it's not her first rodeo with demons, but the last one that got summoned right in front of her was at least helpful.
Fair.
Even if it did get summoned on top of a party member. I may forgive, but I've not forgotten. So, first attack. A 21 to hit for 14 radiant damage.
I know it's not the big bad guy, but how do you want to do this, Dog?
Easy. Because it's Blessed Strikes and I get to dump on top of extra radiant damage. Thog's going to wait for the opportune moment, strike it in the centre, and watch as it bursts from the inside, from the inner light.
That it does. Cracks appear all over its skin, and there is a explosion of black goo followed by a radiant light that fills the air. It's dead. To answer your question, it would have been disappearing on its turn anyway.
That's not the
But
point.
it would have hurt you
Yeah.
before then. Yeah.
We did it.
God.
Anything else you want to do?
Then Thog is going to. Let's see. So, can I see over the balcony and see the dragon from where I am, or is it
Yeah, you can see it.
literally outside? I can see it. It's
Yeah.
funny you didn't mention that. Thog is going to re-equip her longbow with her bonus action, and then fire a pot shot at it because longbows have a range of 300 feet at disadvantage.
Go for it.
Just toggle disadvantage. Yes, Eve, definitely. Now I'm just going to pop off Ye Olde Longbow Strike. It ain't much, but it's on its way. Go. Right, there you go. 13 to hit, I missed, but that's not the point. And my turn ended. Go, go, go.
Cool. It does miss, unfortunately, but it's worth a shot. Initiative count.
I see
The
what you did
dragon. The dragon is going to choose a thing within 120 feet of it, which I believe, it's basically just Hunter. Unfortunately, I think you guys are too far away.
Have to do some
Screw
maths
it.
there.
Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't, but it is more logical for them to do this to you guys. So,
And 95 and 85 feels pretty close.
yeah. So that is 5 and 80 higher than you. 100. Oh, you're in. Amazing.
Piss.
It is going to create a lovely aroma.
Fuck me. We're going to be the first ones to fall for it as well, I can tell.
No, Moreau has already fallen for it for a turn.
Oh, yay! Yay!
15, 20, 30, 40, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Cool. And it's centered like so. Awesome. It smells lovely in here, guys. Enjoy. Tia, you're up. The dragon's on deck.
Gee, that dragon is far away.
Imagine Tia saying that.
Oh, sorry. In that case, since the space is ethereal, technically we can see what's going on outside, right?
I don't know. I'd have to read the spell.
External space.
Oh, it
probably
was. It's. I thought it was an extra dimensional space. I didn't know it was ethereal.
Those. It's an extra dimensional space, but those inside can see outside of it, if through 5 feet by 6 feet window centered on the road. Okay, good to know.
Very nice. So yeah, you can.
I would like to move my turn slightly towards the outside, and I would like to shoot the glass window that the dragon had a glance at one point.
Cool.
Destroying the glass painting.
Where have the turrets gone? I've lost them. Oh yeah. Moving them to where? Sorry, to the edge of the ring or the edge of the roof.
On the side of the roof, so just so it can destroy the glass painting.
Nice. It will have to be shooting the ones over here because the rest of them are already destroyed. It's 100-foot range.
Oh, it's already destroyed.
Yeah, the wiggly ones are the ones that are already destroyed.
Yeah, sure, I shot at the rest then.
Cool, go for it. Make attack rolls. Is it both turrets or just the one?
I don't think the other one would be able to go that far, so the only one.
13 is enough. You shatter another pane of glass, and echoing over the roof, you just hear. He has no words at this point. He hates you all.
And then I would love to cast Fly on Thought. Peeking my head out, cast Fly on Thought, go back in.
Nice. Once again, Thug, you are flying. Cool. Dragons go. He is gonna go. What's the range on this? 60. He's basically gonna get within 60 feet, I think. He's gonna fly down to roof level. And to like here. And as he lands, Hunter, he's gonna look you dead in the eyes and just say, "For Zelalia, we die together." And then he opens his mouth and exhales. Can I have a dexterity saving throw, please, Hunter? That is a natural one. Yeah, that's a nat one. You do resist this but you're gonna take half of 96 radiant damage.
48. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Hunter's down again.
How many hit points were you on?
Like 7.
I'm pretty sure if you weren't resistant to radiant, that would have killed you outright.
Oh, 96 is more than my maximum hit point. So yeah.
Yeah. So Hunter hits the deck. Also, Josh, I can hear that entire TV conversation.
Oh shit! I unplugged my mic and forgot that it does that. That's my B.
Cool. That is dragons used 8. Yeah, can't go anywhere. Yeah, that is dragons go. Hunter, you're up. Go ahead and give me a death save.
Of Hunter making his death save, Hunter, you see this like blue-green aura just start weltering in towards him as he stands to his feet with a burst of radiant energy, and back to half of his hit point maximum, which is 41. Yep. Hunter is back. At which point, how far away is this thing from me? Close enough. I will now attempt. Go for damage. Yeah, I'll just go for damage. I think. I'll Eldritch Blast it 3 times.
Go for it.
Hopefully one of those hits.
Yeah.
No, it's not a disadvantage.
Why is it a disadvantage?
Because of my dex check was, so I forgot to turn it off.
Ah, okay. So in that case, 2 of them hit. So that's 21, isn't it? As you stand to your feet in a burst of light, the glowing aura still like trickling around you as you begin to cast your spell. Hunter, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
Suck me, dragon.
God.
Hunter will just repeatedly fire Eldritch Blasts into its face, bringing it towards him closer and closer and closer, and then he's just going to punch it right in the face off the side of the cliff thing. That'll do.
Wait, you're bringing it closer to you, or you closer to it?
It closer
off
to
the
me. Bang, 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 and then I'm going to punch it in the face, and then I don't know how far back I'll throw it with that punch. Probably not far.
Well, not 55 feet.
Well, you know.
Let him have this moment, Matt. God.
One of them's in that 20.
You pull him closer and closer with this, and every time he almost tries to hit the deck, another beam hits him and pulls him closer again. While the punch itself is not very powerful, as you hit it, you can see it's trying its best to like claw back towards you to do something in its death throw, and all it can manage is stumbling backwards and falling head over tit. It's quite a big dragon. A few stumbles will take it quite far. It eventually does slump down towards the edge of the building, and with a last it loses what strength it has left and does go tumbling over the side.
Here, dragon.
Can I please just draw attention to Hunter rolling 2 back-to-back nat 20s at disadvantage?
Lavender's mouth is hanging all the way open.
Mouth?
Yeah, in shock.
I say 3rd time's the charm. That one nearly killed me. Isn't that right, Tiff?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it still smell nice near us?
Yeah, can you give me con saves, the both of you?
It's...
Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. It's not going to do anything to you, right, Josh?
I can't remember what it did.
Well, okay.
Oh, Lamau. How do I feel?
Con save from Lila.
Lila's con save is 23.
Cool.
Your
You
con
watch
save is
this-
technically an 8, Josh.
Yay!
You guys watch this epic moment with the sweet scent of amazing flowers and like it's like a butter for your nose. And as like the elation from the kill fades, so does the smell. There's no ill effects. It just smells nice.
Nice.
Oh, fab. Misa don't know what everyone's complaining about. I will bring us over to Hunter to start regrouping.
Where it's come out of on the floor, like the cracks and stuff, just peering over, is there anything down there that I can see?
Give me a perception check.
Lila would go down because that's apparently where Vespilia's grave is, and Lila's curiosity would definitely take the better of her. So she will
12.
definitely ask Ribbit if he could get off the broom unless he wants to come with.
No response from Ribbit, so I'm guessing he's coming with wee. 15 perception. As you look down, Lila floats down to you. Oh yeah. That's still enough. It's not hard DC. You see that for the most part, the bits of stone that were broken through by the dragon's emergence have basically caved back in. You can see there was once maybe a 20-foot cubed space under here, and you can see there is clear signs both of like dust, almost like from a moth's wing, and a few scratch marks on the floor, that this is where this dragon has been curled up in a deep slumber for quite a while. And in the center of this space, where the dragon was curled around, there is a very ornate, empty coffin.
Empty. Okay.
There is no lid to it.
Ooh, look at
Calling out.
Looking
Yeah.
at her.
Everyone okay?
Yeah,
Kind
we're
of.
okay. We're just in this hole up here. I can make holes now.
Tiny head peeks out. Is it over now?
Looks like it.
I don't trust it. Last time I thought it was over, they sent me to a different plane.
It's okay. Like, you just come from a slightly different plane. But you're good. You're good. You're good. There's nothing here at the moment, unless we get a surprise attack. But you know, we deal. We live. We laugh. We love.
I think what we need to do is do whatever you need to do and then get out here very fast. We don't want to stay for long.
Yeah, I think she will be definitely notified of something going wrong here. We need to be quick.
Who looks the most hideously injured? I'm gonna guess Hunter. No, he's actually okay now, isn't he? 'Cause he like recovered.
At least half of his hit points left, which is 41.
That's like basically healthy compared to like loads of people.
Exactly.
Like, who
Well,
looks-
I'm on a third of my hit points, which is 49.
Yeah,
Okay,
Ribbit's probably
yeah.
on about 15.
All about
Seven
perspective,
plus
isn't
the
it, I suppose?
warlocks.
Right. Okay.
I'm at half health, but I'm fine.
I think we just fuck off and have a rest.
That's a good idea. I agree with that.
Were Wisa looking for something here? Did Wisa find what Wisa need?
Look in the coffin.
Where's the coffin?
That's a good idea.
Misa will invest coffin.
I'm
Just
wondering
down
if I ask if I'm doing
Beep,
anything. Like... What's going on down here, Matt?
Are you looking in the coffin?
Of course I am.
Cool. It's a very finely padded, very old, gilded coffin with nothing in it.
Okay.
Steal the coffin.
Is there any
I'm not
symbolism
sure
to
if it's
who it might have been in that coffin? Like anything we might recognise?
Examining. Go on.
Sorry, you hear yell if you're saying that out loud, Eve. That
Yes.
well, this is supposed to be Vespilia's final resting place, and then I will investigate a little bit more. And as a reminder, I will then go. Vespilia's the one with the wings that we've seen twice.
Oh, the wings! Those wings!
The one with the scary story. Misa remember now. Okay.
So,
and Misa were hoping they were in here, right?
I mean, they should be, because the Vespilia that I saw that was out and about, Matt, that we saw, wasn't the Vespilia I knew, right? The from the stories and whatnot, from the depictions.
Say that again, sorry.
You said that the Vespilia that I saw, that I basically told to get fucked, was not the Vespilia that I was acquainted with via stories and depictions, right?
In appearance they were, but obviously in demeanor, no.
Yeah.
So personality-wise, it didn't fit, but everything else seemed to match.
Okay. All right.
As you look around the outside of this coffin as well, you can see the gilded lines. It's gold leaf for the most part, but then has accents of blues and purples in between that. And the gold is used to depict very simplistic humanoid figures, most of whom seem to be in the midst of battle. And in the center of the coffin on each side, there is a depiction of a woman with angelic wings springing out on either side.
Am I close enough to do a detect magic? Or if
you
somebody
are?
picks me up?
Yeah, you easily. With all the rubble, you'd easily be able to walk down into this hole to examine it. There is nothing magical about it.
Okay. And if I do like a loop around where it's come out of, does anything pop out? So like
Nothing
around
of
where
note.
the circle is.
Nope.
No.
Everything around here appears to be non-magical. You are detecting a slight change as you go around this area. It's very similar, but there is a slightly different magical aura surrounding Lila's sword. But besides that, nothing of note.
What's magical aura?
It's still enchantment magic. It's just the flavor of it, the appearance that it takes up in your vision when you cast detect magic is there's just something slightly different about it. It catches your attention because you're used to noticing these things, but it's not odd or out of the ordinary.
Okay, so there would normally be like slight differences in the type of magic if she was detecting stuff.
Yeah, you cast detect magic enough around it to know what it looks like with like the glowy aura that you see it. Like what you're looking at is different to what you've seen previously.
Okay.
I'm guessing is what Matt's saying.
And what about the body of the Tranquil Watcher? Does that show up with anything? Oh. Hello?
I think Matt's dead.
The question's so
No,
hard.
I'm talking to myself is what's happening. So yes, sorry. The body of the Tranquil Watcher does have a magical aura to it. There is very strong transmutation magic like emanating from it. And there is a smaller signature of conjuration and abjuration magic that seems to be quite rapidly fading.
Okay, she'll relay that to the group, as much as whoever's on the Slippy Boy switchboard, and then if she can call it out as well.
Also, we have a Moreau. Hello.
Hello.
We won! We won! We did
it! We didn't die!
Is Hunter down from the roof?
We can probably do a ferry.
I was going to say, could I just
Rocky
taxi him
taxi.
down if not? Yeah. The Slippy Broom taxi will come get you if you're not.
I think Moreau definitely will come down and look at this
this tomb.
I'm gonna start smashing the coffin mat with the sword.
Before she does that, can I have her examine it properly? Just have a look round it, and I want to see, has anything ever been in this coffin, or is it was it just built and sealed like a fake tomb?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Can I guide myself on this?
Sure.
Okay. Guidance. So investigation will be a plus 17. Dirty 20?
As you look on the interior, there are, while it's quite clean, which you wouldn't necessarily expect, there is the odd sign that a desiccated body has been in here. There is definitely an impression made on the soft, very degraded, but clearly was once cotton or some kind of malleable, gentle material to lay the corpse on. There's definitely an impression that has been left behind over a long period of time of something sitting on this material.
And just for clarity, was the coffin open when we found it, or was it closed and then we opened it?
It was open, and you cannot see a lid anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, I have two theories here before Ms. Lila goes to town on this thing. One is kind of good, and one is kind of bad. Good one. Maybe would this magic and whatever whooped Vespalia's corpse into whatever we just killed. So win for us, or bad. Someone might have taken this body, and if we were theorizing the other day that Big L is bringing folks back from the dead, we might have a very powerful foe to face. One of several.
If Shisa have the Eye of Zeltak and the Soul Stone, Misa suspects she could do this.
We've seen her in Sigil. We think that it was Sigil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lila's not convinced it's the same one, but certainly looks like she's been brought back.
Are there any depictions of her on the walls around here, Matt?
The walls all are completely blank, stone, very basic. They don't seem to match any of the grandeur that you can see above.
Okay. Yes, she. As I spit some blood out, the one that we saw in Sigil, while looked identical, the demeanor, the way that she acted, the way that she held herself, is nothing like any of the stories or any of the legends or anything that we were taught. But everything about this fucking place is just lies and more lies. So every person that was told to look, to be like Vespelia and act like Vespelia and be Vespelia-like, this is just and that's when I'll bring the fucking sword down on the coffin, Matt.
It is made of stone, so go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Sure thing. That is a 23.
You definitely hit it.
Yep.
But you do basically just produce a little bits of dust from the top of it. Not so much in the way of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Lila, we don't have time. We need to get out of here now. She'll pass out a hand to whoever's holding the broom, and she'll be like, "Can I have that back, please?"
I mean, it's Ribbit now. I'm off the broom.
Ribbit.
Oh, yeah. Ribbit will just hand it over. Misa will be getting one of these. Tinker people, can Yusa make me this? Also, Misa needs to talk to Yusa about fast boots. Misa, I've heard about fast boots. Misa want fast boots.
All right. If anybody wants a final sweep around this place, make it quick. We need to go. with a.
So anywhere.
Oh, sorry, what?
I can plane shift us out of here.
Okay, great. She's just gonna like smash the last of the windows with Eldritch Blast as we do so.
Nice. They shatter like the rest.
Anything on the Tranquil Watcher, like loot wise, if we're having a quick look at that.
There is not. The Tranquil Watcher doesn't have anything in the way of pockets, and
Okay.
even like what you'd count as maybe clothing. It all seems to be part of it. None of it is distinctly like separable.
Lila will walk up to the head of it, and I will do my best to try and close its eyes, and I will place my forehead against its part of its forehead, and I will send out one final message to it if it can still hear, and I will again reiterate that from your name from now on, and I will put, like, you know how like people knight things, I will take the glowy sword and I will just ceremonially tap both shoulders of it with the sword, and then turn around and look at Lavender and go, let's go then.
I will be right back. Can I just zip out to the dragon on the broom and collect some scales, some blood, and I think it was whatever I got last time from the last dragon we killed. Some blood, some teeth, some scales, please.
Give me a medicine check.
Sure thing.
Are we dismantling dragon? Can I?
Oh, did I? Oh, why did that roll twice? Just take the. Oh no, sorry, it's the perception. Yeah, 10. Sorry, Tia, what did you say?
Are we dismantling the dragon?
As always.
Can I help?
Of course. I can pick you up on the way.
Okay.
You're better off rolling a health roll because I get -3.
You are with a 10. You can get a few of the smaller teeth, and you do manage to pry up one undamaged scale without damaging it itself. But that's about it. Small vial of blood, that's easy enough.
Would they, just for my sheet, are they going to be like different in quality to the last dragon, or would it just count it as the same?
Just
type?
note it as small dragon teeth.
Okay. Got baby teeth.
Could I grab some parts of the wing?
So the wings themselves are essentially like skin membranes attached to like very long dexterous arms. They have fur, almost like a moth or a butterfly, instead of scales for the most part.
Would I be able to take part of the wing?
Which
Like
part are
the
you
membrane?
going after? Yeah, you can
The
definitely do
thing,
that.
yeah.
Give me a medicine
I'll
check.
Okay. I would like to take enough to make us dress, essentially. Medicine check. 15.
15. Okay. Your cuts aren't the most clean, but you can easily take enough for those purposes. Anyone else doing anything?
Jack, with the plane shift amulet, you can just cast plane shift at will, right?
Yeah.
Was that a yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because I just realised there's one too many of us now. We can only take 9 people at a time, and we're 10.
I heard in the mythology, and I would like to take a bite on the dragon. If there are any parts I could bite on.
Probably the only bit you could easily get your teeth around would be the membrane of the wing.
Would it be a part that the Lavender remove the scale from?
Yeah, you could, but you'd be like, because it's so big, you'd basically get in your whole face on it as you bit. So it's up to you.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, cool. You bite into it. It tastes almost sweet for a brief moment before then changing into a very, very tough and almost like mossy tasting flesh. It's kind of like licking some plants and a tree and also some off meat at the same time. Just tastes great.
That does not taste good.
I don't think you're supposed to bite it, dear.
Well, I think that book was a lie. When you eat dragon meat, that you will become a dragon. I'll put that one off the list. Oh, you know, like in the little Cobot's law, they're saying that if you want to become a dragon, you can have a piece of a dragon and you can become one, but apparently that's a lie.
Tia, we are more dragon than that dragon will ever be. Don't doubt your lineage.
Yeah, we brought it down.
Okay.
And we have dragon's blood running through our veins already.
Right. Shall we head back? Where are we going? We need to hide, I think. It won't be long until she discovers this or is notified already. It wouldn't surprise me if she knows.
We only have 2 days
Right.
to do something.
Isn't she also right now making an assault?
Yeah, on
Right.
Candlekeep.
We definitely need
So-
a rest in between.
Right. What time is it?
It's 12:30 in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Then I could just play and shift us all there.
We
Oh,
don't know what we're
there's one
walking into, though.
There's
Yeah.
one too
Yeah.
many, right? There's one too many, right? Why don't you just take everybody else and then just come back for me?
Well, no,
No,
because you can just.
We've got the Raven Slumber, so we can put one of these in it and then we
Yeah,
can all
but
go.
if you,
Well,
if you
no,
can do it at will.
Can. Oh yeah, also that.
You can do it
you do
whenever,
have to.
right? Just take them. I'm used to being here in this place. I won't be afraid for 10 seconds on my own, and then just come back and get me. It's fine. I'll maneuver myself out of the group.
Would it be worth Wisa going somewhere slightly safe? Wisa have sleep, and then Wisa
Vigil.
Go from there. Vigil, good idea.
I don't know if you've got time. I think there's the assault is happening right now. We definitely need to go and rest for at least a little while, but we gotta know what's going on here. We got to get some intel on what's happening up in Candlekeep. Maybe I think Vigil for sure. We could go back there. That's the only safe place we know. Maybe he will have some more information for us, and it's far enough away to be safe. But we gotta move on this.
Misa don't know what Wisa can do if Wisa don't sleep. Wisa very nearly die here. Misa very afraid of being too close to Candlekeep. Maybe Vigil and other mages, they can scry or do other divination magics, confused frog noises. And
Sure.
they can give us some updates while we have some sleepy buys.
I think that's where we need to head anyway.
Yep, I'll take us all to Vigil then.
Okay. Who's going in an amulet? Did you say, or are you just coming
Well-
back for?
Well, can we can only have one creature in the amulet at a time, right?
Yeah, so that makes
Correct.
9, which is me and 8
No,
other
but,
Willings.
but Chewy's in it.
Oh, is he?
But
I think so.
Just go and come back to me. It's fine.
I'm pretty sure Chewie's still with Vigil.
I mean, if he is, then we can just do that. But I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty sure we left him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's with Vigil.
I'm happy for Chewie to be with
My zombie
Vigil.
friend.
It's fine by me. It makes it a lot easier.
Yep.
Who wants to come for a ride? It's a very comfy in there. There's a couch.
A couch?
Yes, there's one single couch and nothing else. But it's so cozy. You say get a window so you can still see.
Sounds oddly ominous.
I'll put one hand gently on the side of the watcher while it's lying and go, it's fine, put me in there.
Okie dokie. Ribbit pops over and puts you inside as if you're a Pokemon. Lila, return!
Whoop.
That is now the noise in canon every time it happens.
Ribbit is like
Lila,
pressing his
Lila,
face against the
Lila.
crystal, so there's just a giant window with Ribbit's giant face.
Hello, eye leading in.
I'm just going to sit down cross-legged, Matt, and put the sword across my lap, put my hands on it, and just look at Ribbit's giant face.
And this is in canon, where the image of that oh no
Oh my
in the amulet.
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay, cool.
Ready.
Plane shifting.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Can I have an intelligence check, please, Hunter?
That took a second to load in for me, and it was terrifying. It was just this giant red blob that slowly clarified.
Hunter? If
Oh.
you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Oh no. I don't think we're going
Okay.
to Vigil.
Could I use my last flash of genius on Hunter?
Sure.
So you would get a +5 on your roll.
Cool. Can I have a D100, please, Hunter?
You know what's really annoying? If we hadn't put Lila in, you would have succeeded.
That's only saving throws, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's true. Thank God.
86. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I'm
It
in the
could be
Pokeball.
worse. It could be worse. It could be
Okay.
worse.
Can I have a D20 from someone who does not care about the consequences of this roll? I'll need a volunteer before they roll it.
Let's go. Roll them bones. Roll them bones.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I'll take
Please.
it, guys. Don't worry about it.
Please don't
Fine.
be as bad as I think that is.
I'll take the heat.
And that's how the story ends.
Okay.
We aren't
You can't
killed
play
by the
shift.
Lalia, we're killed by Hunter.
You cast plane
Attacks.
shift, and in a big, bright pink flash, you all disappear. You instantly know something isn't quite right, because you're expecting to plane shift into the interior of Blackstaff Tower, into the basement, and you're instead met with a very orange-hued sky above, a gentle breeze rolling past you, and you are surrounded by thick conifers and woodland all around you. As you pop into existence, you hear a scattering of birds being surprised and flying out from the trees above. And in all directions, though distant for the most part, every few seconds you can hear the call or cry of a different beast or animal.
Question mark, guys?
Weezer still alive? Question mark?
Where are we? Where are we? Where are we?
If Weezer's
It
still
kind
breathing,
of-
Weezer okay.
It kind of looks like this. Only dense woodland around you as well, and not a lake.
Okay. Weezer can work with this.
I don't think the crying sound is good.
Positive, guys. Weezer not in limbo. So Weezer all good.
Well, I don't think this is our destination.
These are fine. Weezer can try again. But if Weezer goes to limbo, Weezer can't try again.
How long would it take to try again?
Weezer can do it again now.
And when you say in limbo, what do you mean by that?
Well, there's a plane called Limbo, and Weezer think that this place would make Weezer die instantly. And when Weezer use the amulet, there's a possibility that Weezer go to this place. In the same way that Weezer have ended up here.
That's important to tell us before.
Well, Isa only happened if Hunter not concentrating enough.
That happens a lot. It could happen.
So, if any of Weezer's spellcasting friends could assist Weezer friend Hunter with his concentration, Weezer may increase our odds. Weezer odds.
I would love to help. And when you say in limbo, do you mean like really hurt, or do you mean something else?
Plane we don't want to go to.
Yes, Weezer think is a plane of nothingness. So Weezer not think that Weezer will survive. So Weezer don't want to go there.
Promising.
Okay. So
when Weezer used this amulet, and Ribbit points to his broken amulet, Weezer had a chance of going there every time.
You guys really do live on the edge.
Weezer not happened to us yet.
How long does it require until you can use the amulet again, Hunter?
Yeah, I can use it straight away. I can just keep...
Instantaneously. We can spam that shit.
So, it's up to you guys. Do you want me to do it now, chance what comes, or wait 8 hours and I can actually just cast plane shift?
Also, now that Weezer have... Oh, hello?
As Hunter is speaking, Ribbit and Tia, you can hear from somewhere to the south of you a very low-pitched rumble. That as it catches your attention, you listen closely. It sounds almost like the guttural growls of a large cat.
Misa not so sure Weezer's safe here. Misa was going to suggest
what we need to do, but
Misa do have a safer way of potentially moving us. However, it'll take Misa at least 20 minutes, during which time Weezer can't defend ourselves. So maybe not here.
We don't have the time, so I'm going to cast Mordekainen's Private Sanctuary right next to us. Actually, I can't do that. That would take 10 minutes. Uh-oh.
I think we need to go. Lavender looks at Hunter. Let's go.
We need to go.
Can anyone assist Hunter with his concentration?
I can help.
Like guidance or similar?
Let's go for it.
Maro can help.
Yeah, I will guide myself.
Yep.
Yeah, and then attempt to do it again if the group is consensed on that.
We're not near a rift, are we?
You don't see one.
Okay, cool. I can't help them.
Cool. Can
So you know it, then I'll do it.
Can I have an intelligence check, please, Hunter?
Is it are you doing a check?
Intelligence check, yeah.
Could
Oh, again!
Ayo.
Well, I didn't really get to say anything. Okay.
This is him manipulating his own magic item. In this instance, you wouldn't be able to give him advantage by helping because
It's not that I want to say something, but he already rolled, so I can't do that.
Cool. Is that plus a D4? Okay.
Oh my lord!
Can you give me
My
another
lord.
D100, please, Hunter?
Now, also, just to clarify, he's got a 50-50 chance now of it not being so bad. So,
Well,
let's see what
that's
happens.
Good.
Touch wood. Fuck. It was the wrong end of 50.
Mm.
I would
Oh wait,
like
no, is it
in-
50? Is it 50?
You're thinking of teleport.
60.
So, once again, the growling intensifies, but before you can find out what it is, you bamf out of there. In a flash, you find yourself under a brighter sky. It's not as amber in hue, and there's definitely not woodland around you, but can I have a... Give me a D100, please. Let's say... Teffel. And can I have a D100 from... Moreau?
It's all on you guys.
Okay.
We're now absolved of responsibility.
It'll take me 1 second because I'm reloading Roll20 again.
It's alright.
Right, we are on the play we want. We're just not in the location we want.
I don't think Chris is there. In which case... Hey, Lewis is back. Lewis, give me a D100, please.
So ominous to walk into.
Sure can do.
42.
42, the answer to everything.
Okay. You guys find yourselves beneath a bright blue sky. There is hardly any wind, but what does brings a smell of mud and almost like a decaying vegetation kind of smell to your nose. And you all find yourselves appearing again in the outdoors and a bit wet, as all the way up to your shins or just below your knees, for those of you who are quite small, probably up to your waist, you are in the middle of a very smelly, very thick, oozy bog. You look around in all directions. There's water channels here and there, different levels of flooding around you. There's some drier patches, but everywhere basically looks the same as one massive bog. There is no distinguishing features in any direction, besides you can see very, very far to the north of you. The terrain gets a bit more elevated and you can see what you believe to be woodland. And to the south, you can see a mountain range stretching all the way into the distance. Both of which seem to be roughly 20 miles away. I can give you an exact thing in a minute. But suffice to say, you're in the middle of a bog.
First of all, prestidigitation. Need to make this place smell a little bit nicer.
Yeah,
Priorities. Ooh, I can talk to plants, by the way, if we need that.
Yeah, Eve, do you have any sense or idea where we might be?
Eve will crack her knuckles and cast Speak with Plants because she can. As a
Okay.
freebie.
All
What's
around
Friday?
you, on some of the sections that seem a bit less deep, there are like tufts of sedges and very long grasses, and floating all around you in the water, there's little clumps of floating sphagnum mosses.
I'll speak to little sphagnums, be like, "So, how you doing, Sheila's, bros? We're kind of new to this area. Where are we?"
Oh, hi. Well,
Hi. It's nice to finally get to speak with you guys. I've walked through you for so long. I've been so curious.
oh, it's really nice to be able to speak. Actually, oh, hi. Hi. Hi.
Yeah, I can't really offer you any water because you've already got it. I can't really offer any sunshine, but I can offer you a nice dance and some company.
I'm already floating. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Where did you say? Where are we? We are in the water. I've never really been anywhere else. I don't think so. We're here.
Okay, I mean, I see that, but I was hoping to be something a bit more specific, like the area. Do you know the area? Have you got any friends? Yes, go on.
Yes, we are. Oh, hold on. You see a subtle current just moving ever so slightly into another clump of moss. We are right here.
Eve just like puts her hand to her face and goes, "Okay, that's very helpful. Do you mind if I go talk to that tree over there? Just briefly? It's been lovely talking to you, and I will come back for a chat. I need to get my bearings a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, spread my wings, metaphorically speaking, or spread my leaves, or in your case, sphagnum my sphagnum-y beautiful tentacles."
Oh, you think I'm beautiful? Oh, thank you.
I do. I think I think you're contributing to the built environment.
I do my best.
Eve will give like a gentle little pat and go find the nearest tree.
Oh,
It's 20 miles away, I think.
Yes, the nearest tree is indeed like 20 miles away.
Is there a bigger plant that's on the ground, or is it literally just sphagnum moss as far as we can see?
The biggest plant that you can see is like the sedges that are sprouting out of like the slightly less boggy land in little patches around you.
That'll do.
Basically, still long, hard grass.
We'll approach one of those nice fellas and be like, "So, I see you waving around the breeze at the moment. You're looking good. Hi, I'm Eve. Nice to meet you. I've met Sphagnum Moss, little Svaggy over there, my new friend."
Oh, did you? Hello.
Hello.
What? Hello. There are two new interactions in one day. Ooh.
Who?
What are you? You're not Moss.
I am a halfling.
I don't know what that is.
I'm like a big plant that walks around.
Oh. Are your roots okay?
They're a little bit wet right now, thank you for asking, but yeah, they're doing alright.
Oh, well, good. I'd be quite alarmed if they were dry, to be honest.
Yeah, well, us halflings, we like drier rather than wetter, depending on how we feel. And Eve's just like leading casually, having a talk. Like I don't know what plant speak sounds like, just like shh.
To everybody else, you can basically just see the wind every now and again rustling the plant, and Eve's just talking to herself.
Ribip is looking and nodding like he's understanding every word, but nothing's going in.
So, my good fella, do you know where we are at the moment? Has anyone passed by here recently that apart from us? What is this beautiful land where you grow called?
Well,
and please don't say land, Kate says to herself.
there's quite a lot of mosses, but they kind of all look the same to me. So, it's without true vision, it's hard to say whether anyone has passed by. They might all be the same person. They might be different. I don't get to talk normally, so I don't really know. But in terms of where we are in the moor.
Where is this moor?
I don't know. I've never been outside of it, to be honest. I think when I was very, very small, I did have some of your kind like step on me. They were quite big and heavy, and they made quite a lot of noise. And they left some things in the soil, and which I ate. But that was a very long time ago. Actually, I don't think we get any of you walking plants around here. Like, basically never.
Did they drop anything solid at all? Like
what?
Things they were holding potentially. Apart from that, I'm assuming you ate that.
Well, it was quite fertile, yes.
Oh god.
I don't know whether they were holding it first. It just kind of fell from the sky.
Fell from the sky?
Well, yes, not the ground. As I say, I was quite small.
Eve, are you relaying this back to us as well?
I am, yes.
Can you ask if any of these plants are connected to any kind of mycelium network? It tends to be a little bit more connected. It can go further distances. Sometimes is more ancient than the plant itself, and maybe it can speak with that and let us know exactly where we are.
That's a great idea. Say, you guys don't know, I mean, you don't know any, like, is there any mycelium networks, your bros? Like, a lot of mushrooms somewhere that kind of go deep into the soil. We could really do with having a chat with one of them, if we think.
Yeah, I can feel them all around my roots. There's they love it here. There's more mushroom than soil, if you ask me. They should learn to know their place. I want my own tuft.
Oh, I feel you, bro.
Bothered by them. Yes, they take my nutrients. It's not nice.
Eve will, like, sprinkle some rations on him sympathetically.
Ooh. Thank you.
It's not much, but at least it something to flavour your local soil a bit different than mushrooms. Hopefully they won't get all of it. Hopefully they won't be greedy. Do you mind if I could you patch one through to me, or could you point me to like a good place to talk to him?
I can't really point. Well, they're just below me.
Could I?
If you speak to them, just tell them to leave what you've left for me.
I will. Don't worry. You've been very, very helpful. I'll tell them to leave Spaggy alone as well.
Oh, okay.
Do you mind if I very, 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 very carefully dig? I will not touch your roots. I promise. I just want to talk to one of these fellas. A friend of mine. Let's just say she likes her mushrooms. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you shouldn't need to dig. Just find one of the bits that sticks out the ground.
I will do, my good man, and thank you for your help.
You are welcome.
It's been a pleasure. And Eve will very, very, very. We'll give him like a gentle pat on one of his leaves, and we'll very, very, very carefully like navigate until she finds a bit sticky, basically one of the mushrooms sticking out of the ground.
Okay, easily done. There are many of them around here. Very, very small, but very numerous.
Hello, fellas. Nice to meet you.
Oh my god. It's so nice to meet you too.
I'll shake your hand if you had any, but, imagine I'm gently brushing your cap.
Oh my god, I don't have any hands!
Oh god, no, he's having an existential crisis. Because he's connected to all the other ones, they're all going to be screaming as well.
This is.
It's okay. It's okay. You are as you know nature intended. Don't worry. You're perfect as you are.
I'm so confused. We're all hugging each other, but we don't have any hands.
What does the screaming mushroom sound to the rest of us?
Leaving the existential crisis aside, I'm Eve. I'm a little bit lost in this place. I'm with my friends at the moment. Could you please tell us where we are and like where we should go from here?
Yeah. Let me ask the rest of them. Oh, okay. They say that we're in the High Moor.
High more. Okay.
We do
Lavender's gonna
yeah, I'll help.
get her
I'll assist the
map
nature
out.
check. Yeah.
So, the High Moor, you guys would know,
Oh.
from roughly where you are.
I accidentally closed Roll20 one sec.
From where you are about 400 miles from Waterdeep to the southeast.
Oh, thank you. Eve will turn around and explain this to everyone.
Okay, so we plane shift again.
Yeah, we can't really stay here, can we? At least we're in the right plane, if nothing else. Just not a very convenient location.
Are we close to our destination, or?
No, we're 400 miles out.
Where are we, sorry?
Plus.
Okay, that
Far.
sounds like a
A
good,
more.
We're 400
Very
miles
far.
off Waterdeep, yeah.
it
If
sounds
we
like
long
a good
rest.
place we could rest, right?
Well, it's all bog, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me do. I'll ask. Say, fellas, you are, you know, very, very wise and old, and you stretch out so far across this moor, like your entire amazing network. And Eve's like, you know, kind of zoology, like biologist, gets really excited, obviously, talking to it. I know that like water and damp is normally great for you guys, but it's not so great for, you know, walking plants like us. Is there like a dry patch of land somewhere that we could possibly, you know, just sit for a while and drink it all in? The environment, not like physically drinking the water, that would be bad. Just this beautiful area where you live.
Yeah. The others say please don't drink all our water.
No, we won't, promise.
Well, there's some really wet bits and some really dry bits, and we don't like those bits. So, where you see the big plants, that's like the driest it goes. Like the bit I'm on, only like a bit drier. I'm one of the extreme ones. Testing the limits!
Okay, could you give us a rough direction where that nice big dry bit is? Not nice, I mean bad dry bit, which is bad.
Yeah. Hold on. Gary says go to him. He's next to one of those dry bits.
Can you tell Gary thank you very much? It's very appreciated.
Yeah.
Which
And
way is Gary?
You hear very faintly from somewhere to your south.
Okay.
Over here.
Thanks, Gary, and thank you, good sir. Do you have a name?
I don't have a name. I'm a mushroom. Gary's one of those ones who wish he could walk.
I see. Well, I'll call you Rue. Thank you, Rue, for your help.
I don't like it. But
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mushroom, for your help. I'll go find Gary, and we'll make sure to not drink the water, and we'll make sure to keep all your friends safe.
Oh, thanks.
Wait, Moreau, do you have your mansion handy?
I was just going
Not
to
really.
say.
Did we long rest?
No.
No, it's
No, I am.
okay.
I've got nothing. I've got
I
Tia?
will do mine instead. I will use 10 minutes to cast Mordekainen's Private Sanctuary. It will be the same large factory, except now with 9 more rooms.
On the dry patch by Gary.
Yes, because it's essentially a magic door.
Excellent.
Oh, that's
Very
better.
nice.
My feet are so soggy. Ew.
Evil wave goodbye to all the plants as she steps in.
Do you not want to talk to as many different types as possible to see how many voices Matt's actually got?
Please, please.
I think I've tortured him enough. that was amazing.
I was losing it. That was great.
As each of the person would go in, I would like to cast Prestidigitation on every single one of them.
Oh, thank you.
Nice. You might have to cast it twice on Ribbit because he has been neck deep in mud this whole time.
Do you like mud?
Misa like mud, but Misa understand that no one else like mud. Although if Yusa could clean Misa kimono, Misa would appreciate that because it is a white kimono. So not the
Not
best
anymore.
decision I've ever made. Not the best decision I've ever made. Also, I'll pop Lila out the Pokeball. Hello, sir!
Nice.
Misa didn't forget about you. Misa promised. Misa considered putting Yusa in the mud, but then Misa felt mean.
I wish that you had forgot about me. I sent a message to Matt and I was doing something, but it's fine.
Well, welcome to the private workshop. It's mostly large furnaces, places, workbenches, but there's a small space for everyone to have a rest.
This is lovely to you. I'm very impressed. Definitely a warm, dry place is something where we would greatly need right now.
Shall we take 5 there?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Take 8 hours.
just as you're on your way in, can I just have a D100 from Tia? Uh,
26.
Cool. And at that point, we are going to take a 5-minute break.
Cool.
Sweet. See you all
In 5 minutes.
Go.
Bye.
Well, that went better than expected.
Is anybody there?
I have just arrived back.
Hello.
Amazing.
I have arrived.
So what's actually happened so far? I have, while people aren't here, what has actually happened? Because I'm.
So we had.
Apologies for being a bit spotty today.
Hunter was picked up by the dragon, carried up into the air as basically like a you kill me, you kill Hunter. Hunter teleported out of its grasp. It breath weaponed Hunter. Some arrows and turrets were fired into it, and Hunter finished it off with an Eldritch Blast. Since then, you guys have investigated around what was like where the dragon came from, basically, and found that coffin. You've plane shifted into an unknown plane, which didn't seem that friendly, and now you've plane shifted into a more where you've gone inside Tia's what's it called, Mordenkai's private sanctum, and are now about to begin a rest.
Before we start a rest, I'm going to do interrogate the soul of Catherine.
Oh yeah, God, fuck yeah, we still need to do that.
We've only got 8 hours to do. We've
You
only
mean
got 8
Catherine
hours.
or Arabella?
Whichever the last one was.
Arabella.
I've written. Why have I written Arab? Oh yeah, I've got Catherine on it because is Lilalia aware of Catherine's death? That's one of the questions.
Are we still going with why she needed the information of whatever was near Waterdeep?
Yeah, I'm going to say, what was your mission to Mechanus?
Mm.
What did you find out? I'll replace a couple of these.
We still have a body in a bag, right?
We still have, yeah. I've got that and the armor as well.
Okay.
So I will ask what the rest of what everyone is planning to do on their long rest, but seeing as you would do this beforehand, Moreau is prepping the soul of Arabella. I know you've all had input into these questions, but if you'd like to finalise them or start asking, now is your chance.
So Moreau is going to. So the questions I've got 6, but I think one of them we might take out. I don't think so. What plane is Lelalia currently on? What was your mission in Mechanus? What information did you find out about the rifts before you were attacked? Is Lelalia aware of Catherine's death? Well, I don't know if that's important anymore, given the timeline.
Yeah, and also what plane is she on? I think we know that she's on. Like she's heading to Candlekeep, isn't she?
Do we know that she is though? Or
that's what the gods said.
Well, yes.
True.
So I thought, like, could we just ask her what Lelalia is planning to do?
Yeah, I think most importantly, we need to know what they know about like how Lelalia is planning to ascend or what she's doing.
What does she need for the ritual of seeding? You know, or
Yeah.
what are the things required for the ritual of seeding, or something along those lines? I don't know.
Sorry, Chris, did you finish? Go ahead.
Now, what does Lelalia need from Candlekeep?
Okay.
I think it's one because we need to know what she needs from that. And I was going to say, does Lelalia know the book of Valdar is not on the player 5? But I don't think that's not important anymore.
Mm-hmm. I think the more specific we can be, the better. So what information specifically is Lelalia looking for at Candlekeep? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I still interrupted. Go for it.
Oh no, you didn't. No, that's great.
Oh, was that it?
I think the Candlekeep one's a good one.
Oh, one was what is Lelalia the one creating the rifts? But
they might not know. They might not know that problem.
I think we need to know if they know the how.
Yeah. What does Lelalia think, or what do what do the children of Sylvanest think is causing the rift? Like, what do you guys think is causing the rift?
So definitely yes to that one. What does Arabella know about what is causing the rift?
Yeah. So what do you know?
What does Lelalia need for the ritual of seeding? What about why does again it's about being specific. I was going to say, like, why does Lelalia believe that she can save reality, but to be more specific, it's what does Lelalia think she needs to save reality once she's ascended?
What's her plan to save reality?
Yeah.
One question that I think it's worth asking ourselves is, will the Honoured Saints know? Because the Honoured Saints still think she's a god. As far as I'm aware, anyway, or at least Moreau's aware. The Honoured Saints, they're still all fully bought in on this. They know the most.
True.
But they still think she's a god. So she's not going, I'm doing the ritual of seeding.
Oh, do they all think she's ascended already?
A ritual.
She is
they
an
think
actual
she's
god.
they think she is a god. Clearly, they think she's doing a ritual, and then she's probably said, "I need stuff for this ritual." But I think maybe
maybe she's told them like it's to save the world or whatever. Yeah.
So
that's a good point, actually, Chris. That's a good point.
Where she plans to do the ritual.
Yeah.
Because then if we lose sight of her, we can always, if she's got a specific location in mind.
Yeah,
that's probably a better one.
Definitely.
What firepower?
Yeah. Well, yeah, firepower.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, what firepower's involved when we get that kind of thing? Like, has she got any guards?
How many forces has she amassed?
Something like that, yeah.
We are getting on to like 6-7 questions here, so.
Well, I think
right in the chat, maybe we'll whittle them down.
Yeah. I'll put these are the ones I've got. I'll type them in the thing. Annoyingly, it comes up as a PNG whenever I copy text, and I don't know why. But
also, like,
Lewis has a good one. How do we stop it?
Yeah.
Because they have to answer truthfully, don't they, with this? So it would be, if we were to stop the ritual, how do we stop it? Yeah.
But again, do we think they'd know?
But they might. That's the chance, isn't it?
Mm.
If they have to respond.
So
Josh,
where's
is there
the-
anything like specifically that like we can ask them that we need to know for a piece of the puzzle? Because I'm thinking
don't-
like, why?
Don't think so. Is my issue. Because like I said, with our chat with Vecna, we've basically confirmed that she is causing, or her ascension on this side of the Divine Gate is what's causing the rift. So it has to be centered around preventing that. Because obviously, like some of the avenues I went down, like with the Chrono Break and stuff, even the gods didn't seem to know about, which tells me that they probably also don't. So
just a thing that's just popped in my head. She knows we've got the Book of Vile Darkness, right?
I don't think she does.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask: is does she know it's not in the plane of fire?
Then she'll know we've got it.
Catherine knows that we.
Catherine knew.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Catherine knew that
Catherine knew, but did Lilalia know?
Yeah, we still don't know if
She
they
just-
reported back first.
Well,
I don't think she does.
Arabella didn't try and take it off us, so my guess is
True.
that, like,
I don't
Arabella
think she
didn't.
knows.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the questions, but it's one of the questions: is that an important question anymore?
The only
Well,
thing
that's
is,
the thing. I think that's why she's going to Candlekeep for whatever that she's missing from the Book of Vile Darkness. I think she's going there to find it.
so the thing that I will say is that the Lalia might not know that we have the Book of Vile Darkness, but the Lalia is aware that somehow, and she's not stupid, we have Catherine's tuning forks. Because the Lalia was trying to find Catherine, came to us when using locate object or whatever on one of Catherine's tuning forks, and then said to Eve, very much towering over her, "Do you know what's happened to Catherine?"
Again, I will say
Yeah.
here, the implication was that the tuning forks were the calling of the Tranquil Watcher. Hence why when you prayed to him, the tuning fork burnt.
Yeah,
It also burnt in Lileli's presence. But let me finish. I'm not giving you an answer. I'm clarifying your information. I will just remind you that was your speculation, but you never got it confirmed that that's what she was looking for, or that that's why she appeared to you. She just appeared to you guys and basically told you she didn't want you in her service, and while there asked you about Catherine.
Sorry, I thought that,
speculate all you want, but none of it was confirmed in any way.
Wait, hang on. No, that I thought they flared up, and then the Lalia appeared, and then asked about Catherine, and then a different tuning fork flared up when I flared to the Watcher.
Same tuning fork.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there were two flarings of the tuning forks, one before the Lalia appeared, and then another one when I spoke out.
Correct.
The Tranquil Watcher was trying to reach me before I even prayed.
If that's the inference you want to take, all I'm telling you is that's the one that burnt when you prayed, and it's the same one that burnt when she appeared.
Okay.
Going back to what Frankie was saying about potentially solving our questions. The Thog vision with the two things. There was like 3 crystals or something, and 2 of them we suspect were the 2 shards of the Shadowfell, and the third one we don't know what it is, but things were like seeking to get it. Also, there was a single purple marker on the rift map of the Sword Coast, and that was on Waterdeep. So I suspect that is what that is. It could potentially be the prime material shard, which would be also very scary. When we looked at the Mechanus map, we tried to line it up with the rifts. And did we notice anything was on Waterdeep? Or did we not check?
We were about to ask and then got into a fight.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a
Yeah, that's
purple
what's
dot that Lavender pointed out and went.
But that's
the
what
thing is
Arabella
different on
ran with.
Candle
That's
Cave.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's,
Was
and
that
that's
what
hopefully what?
Found
That's hopefully
the
what that
highest-
question about.
was
You
that was
found the highest concentration.
yeah.
Was
Okay.
around near and around water.
Got you. So seemingly,
Which
the
correlates with
epicenter-
Limbala's map.
Yeah, the epicenter of the
Yeah.
rifts seems to be Waterdeep, which also had a purple marker on Limvala's map. So,
We determine
yeah.
how many types of shards are there multiple shards of the Shadowfell, multiple shards of are there multiple ones, or are there just like one across all realities?
No,
There's
two.
there's one per reality, but we've got one
Yeah.
from yours and one from ours.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if remind me, Josh, if we ever got to an answer of why she needed both of them. That might be one to
No.
ask. Yeah, so that might be why did she need both the Shadowfell from our reality and from your reality?
I mean, that's one where we could potentially ask what they need from Candlekeep, and then based on that,
yeah,
maybe clarify if needed. But obviously, if it's like prime material shard or something, then that might answer our questions.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I think any of that kind of questioning, I think, should be led with what do they need from Candlekeep, because I think those answers are going to be one and the same.
She probably wanted both, so she could ask both Vecnas.
Okay, so
Well, our Vecna
yeah,
never
that's what
offended.
The only thing I can think of is it's like differences between us, our world, and your world. In which case, the difference would be that Vecna had never ascended.
Well, also, there's no Divine Gate.
And no Divine Gate. So what would that look like if there was no Divine Gate? But yeah, so question one is going to be, so what does Lilalia need from Candlekeep? With a bracket.
Yep.
Does why did she need both shards of reality from both realities? That's really worded badly, but my brain has stopped working. I'm sorry.
We'll cross that bridge if question one returns any good answers.
Yeah. I think another good one. What does Lilalia need for the ritual? Again, that could possibly be in a bracket.
Yeah. I think where does she plan out to carry the ritual? I think it's
Where's a good one? Yeah.
Likely to know that.
Would when and where? Class is one question or two. When and where?
Liam.
We know when. We know when. It's in 2 days.
Does she have everything she needs?
Well, not necessarily. It could be that it's happening in a day and then the world ends in 2 days, which would be even worse.
Does she have everything she needs? Like, is there anything she's missing?
So
yeah, that's kind of question two.
Yeah.
So Liam can't answer any questions, but Lila can. And if you're asking these questions out loud as to like the thoughts of the questions, Lila will say that the honored saints are the only ones that were allowed into her inner sanctum, and she will explain in a little bit more detail what that means, because she said it to you all before but forgets that you don't quite know. The reason why Lila used the terminology the black curtain is that there is a room or a space inside of Theoxino that nobody can pass through. It is a magical curtain of blackness that shifts and shimmers with a slight silvery hue to it. Whenever anybody has tried to pass through that, they are met with basically like a brick wall, but almost like a brick wall with a slight, like those walls that like water runs down. It's like that. You put your hand into it, the black silvery mist stuff kind of runs over it and flows over it like water. Your hand will disappear, you can't see it, but what you're touching inside of it is like just like a brick wall. Like there's a force you can't get through. Now, the only ones that can pass through that curtain are the Laelia, the Tranquil Watcher, and the Honoured Saints, or somebody that the Laelia has given specific permission to, like how she explained in the coronation ceremonies where honoured saints become an honoured saint. They pass through the black curtain is specifically what she said, because that person who is supposedly becoming an honoured saint is able to pass through that. That's what she's been told in the past, because obviously she's never seen one of these rituals, which is what she told you. So she will explain that these honoured saints have access to the inside machinations and the inner workings of everything behind the religion. To her knowledge, they're the only ones that go into the Laelia's actual inner sanctum, where she holds her court, in reference to the Seelie and the Unseelie court, where she herself holds her own personal court with the honoured saints. And sometimes they're Saint Celestians, sometimes not. They're Saint Celestians. The honoured saints are at all times accompanied by a Saint Celestian. So the fact that we've fought not one but two honoured saints without their backup has really perplexed and confused Lila, especially now that she's talking out loud and is explaining this all to you again. It's very strange that they're not there. When they used to walk around Theoxino, wherever, the Saint Celestians were always there. They're their own, like the honoured saints are the personal retinue of the Laelia. The Saint Celestians are the one step away, and the abbess or abbot sanctorum, who is the leader of the Saint Celestians, is basically, if Catherine, well, now that Catherine has passed, and now that Arabella has passed, I'm not sure if it's still the people that I know of and remember who are their abbot and abbess sanctorums. They may have died and been replaced by another member. Basically, there are four saints. There's five in the Saint Celestian. There's one abbot or abbess sanctorum who is the leader, and if the honoured saint is to fall, that person is to be tested, and then will become the next honoured saint of that order. And the four others are basically ranked 1 to 4 in usefulness, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know how it works, but there are 4 others who, one of them, if the abbess or the abbot sanctorum falls, will take their place, and another battle sister will progress in the order to be part of the Saint Celestian, but they are handpicked by the honoured saints, basically.
What that would say to me would be that those honoured saints, and particularly because they're alone without any backup, is that they know more than obviously what others would, and that might include the fact that the Laelia has not yet ascended, but she has convinced them that should I ascend, you will have this place in my world, and that would be a case of, well, you know, that's why they weren't backed up, that's why they went alone, because they were given these missions. Still as zealotous as any other follower, but into that inner sanctum.
No. That Lila will pop at that point. When you say as zealous as any other follower, the honoured saints are the most zealotous. To become a Saint Celestian member, Linvala wanted to be an honoured saint. Linvala was the level of zealotous that you needed to be anywhere near even thought about being part of the Saint Celestian, let alone an Abbess Sanctorum Linvala, let alone Honoured Saint Linvala. These people live, breathe, bleed the children of Silvermist, and specifically the Laelia. Like, zealotous isn't even a word, it is just them. They are, we are taught to be Vespelia-like and as Vespelia as possible. The stories and the legends that pass down are what these people try their hardest to wake up of a morning and before they go to bed at night to be like this this image and personification of what the Lelia wants us to be like. So these people are like, Zealotus isn't even a word to them, it is just their being. So
Go on, Josh.
so you must remember that like the fact that this dragon was like, fuck it, burn the heretics, like the dragon is probably less zealotous than these individuals.
Okay.
We know that Catherine was working at least somewhat secretly from Lelia because they had been told not to harm us and they were chasing after us and not trusting us. Also, they'd just come from the plane of fire, which me and Hunter had left on high alert. So it's also possible that, again, I don't know how powerful these warriors are, but again, it's possible that they were either killed or caught up fighting there, and therefore only Catherine got away. Arabella is a bit more suspicious, but they were in disguise, so it is possible that they were on a more stealthy mission. But even in that case, it feels like they would have had ample preparation time to be able to prepare their backup as well. So it is still odd that they were on their own.
Also, it's fucking mental that Arabella... This is, again, Lila speaking. This is... The fact that Arabella was in disguise and attempting to do some form of stealthy mission, that's not what the Rose is about. Like, they are go in, swing first, ask questions later. This entire past couple of days has been the most weird scenario. So it was making the point that the fact that Arabella was trying to act covertly is shit.
Well, in which case then, do we want to throw in a question about why Arabella was in Mechanus as a fifth one rather than the Rifts?
Yeah, I think we need to know why she was in Mecca because I think that ties into what she saw something and then did a runner. What did she see
as well?
Like, there's something that she pieced together that we didn't.
That's what I definitely want to see. Like,
just to remind you of the situation, she asked you if you saw any correlation, and when you gave the answer of Waterdeep, she said thanks and started to try and get away.
So we might already know that. So she was looking for a correlation of where the rifts were most
concentrated.
Concentrated, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So in which case maybe that is also the answer to where Lilalia needs to do this ritual.
I think go on, you. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that because also the fact that they were on a stealth mission is suspicious. So it's also possible that they weren't on a stealth mission, and when they got there and saw us, they applied some disguise in order to, get that information and then obviously just leave. So I think, asking about their mission in Mechanus, I think could be very helpful because either it was to find out the information that we gave them, or it was something completely different, which might also give us a lot of valuable information.
I think it links to Chris's theory about the cracked glass, though, as well, of how
I
it was all
agree.
leading to an epicenter of they're looking for the same thing. And if you're gonna, fix a pane of broken glass, you're gonna go to the center where it's broken. Like, I think maybe we already know that answer now that we've spoke about it. And that's where she's headed because that's where she needs to do the ritual. But again, we can confirm that with a question.
Well, I think in that case,
rather than
asking what their
theorise.
mission and Mechanus might be a better idea then, because it doesn't seem likely that they were there to get information from us. Because I mean, I guess Lilalia had just found out, but Lilalia had just found out that we were there, and I feel like if Lilalia wanted them to do that, then Lilalia could probably have just spied on us herself or something.
Tia, were you going to say something?
No, I was trying to point out that concentrated red lightning place, but no, nothing more.
Does anyone else have any other points or input, or are we happy with those questions?
I think they cover mostly everything, to be honest. Yeah.
So we've got 5 with a 6 in brackets.
What are we What are we gonna drop if we don't get what we need from the first? Or I suppose. Well, question 1 and question 2 might. I don't know. Do we want to just go as we ask as we go, and then if we can just clarify with you, Matt, before we actually ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like
wording-
once you start, you can't stop. Like you can come back to it.
The wording of the spell is that you use an action, so there'd be something that I could close the door or something. There'd be something.
Great. Yeah.
So,
okay.
I mean, it might even be worth starting with Mechanus, because that might answer what
Yeah.
they need from Candlekeep. So maybe we start there, and then, like we say, we go question by question and see how we feel. Ooh, it's about to get
Here
spooky.
we go.
It's about to get spooky. Where's my spooky playlist?
So Moreau's gonna get out the soul and he's gonna ask the question. So we'll start with Mechanus. And he's gonna say, what was your specific mission in Mechanus?
We've been using the observatory for a while, trying to find a pattern in the rifts. I was there for one last check to confirm the pattern and then report back.
So they couldn't figure it out, but we did. Fuck's sake.
We actually had it the whole time. On that map, there was that purple dot.
To clarify, Josh, she said, I was here for one last check to confirm the pattern.
Oh, okay.
So they had it, they checked it, they were confirming it. We confirmed it almost for her by saying water deep.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I think in that case we. I think we
just
still
ask,
need to know
why
what
did
they
you
want
need to
from
confirm the
Candlekeep.
pattern?
What
Or
did
should we
you-
move to Candlekeep?
Yeah.
I think ask the ones we need to ask. Yeah, if we need to, I can speak with Dead and try it. I know she can't be honest, but we can try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we need
So-
to focus on Candlekeep, definitely.
Yeah.
So next question. What does Lalalia need from Candlekeep?
She lacks the information she needs without the book. The Book of Vile Darkness was meant for gap filling, to clarify with the ritual of seeding. She doesn't have it. It is a gamble, but if anywhere would have the information she needs, it would be Candlekeep.
The Honoured Saints know that she's not God because they know that she's doing the ritual of seeding.
They know, and they called it a ritual seeding, so they know.
Yeah,
they definitely know about it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Interesting.
This is what I mean. You say to your inner sanctum, "Hey, this is the deal. You help me do it. I'll give you a place." I think that even if they're zealous as fuck, you would pretend to be zealous as fuck to get of all the followers underneath you.
I mean, they can still be zealots without believing they're a god as well.
Yeah. They can still believe in it as much. Yeah.
So
I mean-
do we need to ask what she needs for a ritual? Because she has everything else. She has the shard, the Shadowfell. She has the Soul Stone. She has the.
Yeah, maybe we go straight to. Because the only reason I wanted to ask what does she need is because that could tell us how to stop it. But if we can ask them how to stop it, then we don't need to ask that question in the first place.
Just so I can clarify, so I don't mislead you in any way. When speaking then, I said the word need. Replace that with the word want. She wants the information to clarify things in the ritual. That would be a more accurate way of articulating it.
So she doesn't need it, but she wants it to clarify. So she has everything she needs.
But the
Could we
question
ask what is
Layla
required for the ritual of seeding? Like, what would one require to complete the ritual of seeding?
What are the specific ingredients that Lelalia that Lelalia requires to complete the ritual of seeding?
Or what are the ingredients she has gathered? Because, again, at this point, we've been assured by the gods and by the ghost that she has everything. So, maybe just...
I think we definitely need to ask where and how to stop it as well.
Yeah,
But we've just done two questions, right?
Yeah, just two questions.
Yeah.
We're clarifying
I think how
things.
to stop it might answer what does she need for it anyway.
I've also got one that we could possibly do. We've so far encountered the shroud and the rose and chalice. There's one other honored saint and one other order that I have zero information about. I cannot physically find any information out about them, no matter how hard I dig, because it is just not done. Feel free to ignore this, but potentially, if we find out where the honored saint of the shroud is, or if we find out what the shroud are doing to assist this, if she doesn't have, if they're after something that she needs, then maybe we can intercept that.
I think that would be after the how do we stop it, or what
I'm
does
just
she
saying
want?
that's another question, because I can tell you as much as you want to know and as much as I know about the shroud and about the chalice and the rose, but I can't tell you anything about the shroud. I don't know anything.
And there's no guarantee that she would either, if they're kept separate.
But the shroud members are like the off the top of my head, I can't remember who the fucking honored saint out of the shroud is, but I will find that now.
You made this.
I know. Hang on, I'm just bringing up the thing now. But honored Saint Sylvana is the head of the Martyr Shroud. They are as secret as can be. So I don't know if that might help, but feel free to ignore it completely if you want. I'm just saying that if the other two have been sent to do things for it, then it would make sense that Sylvana, who is still alive, would also have a job.
Yeah.
And also the chalice and the rose, all of their orders and all of what they do together are out and about in broad daylight. Nobody that's not a member of the Shroud, apart from the Lelia and the Tranquil Watcher, to my knowledge, knows anything about the Shroud and what they get up to. So, just a thought.
Okay, good backup idea.
Yeah, as like a final backup one. Like if you ask the question of what does she need, and I don't know, Arabella's ghost says something about this, she still needs this, this, and this, and says something like, but Sylvana is getting that, or Sylvana has been tasked to get this, then maybe we could intercept that somehow. I'm just saying.
I think next up, what specifically does Lelalia? What specific ingredients does Lelalia need for the ritual of seeding? Because then at least we know what we need to take off her.
Is there a way that we can word it that doesn't make it sound like? I mean, again, I don't know how wish spell this
Specific
is.
items,
but yeah, I don't want it to be like she doesn't need anything, she has everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What items? What items does she need to do the ritual of seed? Or
what about what items does she currently have to perform the ritual of seeding, and what other items does she want/need to successfully
that surely would class
complete?
as two questions.
Well, no, because it's an ad and it's still one question.
I don't know.
You're saying it in the same sentence.
I think
what
that's
does she need, and what does she have, and how do we kill her? And
the first question the second question we ask, I think she's got everything she needs. She just wants the vile darkness to clarify things. So if we say what has she got, if we take, it's like anything, you take one thing away, she can't do it.
Yeah.
So I think what items does she have that she needs to? Does she have that would complete the ritual of seeding? So, what items does Lelalia currently have that would assist her in the ritual of seeding?
He has the 2 shards of the Shadowfell. She had them because she needed to learn the ritual. But she couldn't learn it from just one. The information wasn't all there. So she got a second. Now she's learnt it. She keeps that information to herself. She alone knows what the ritual is. There has been some speculation that the use of numerous magic items is needed to catalyze the start of the ritual. But the ritual itself, that is a secret that so few in the universe know. We are not privy to it.
Okay. So she needed both, assuming that the Raven Queen's ascension is still on your version. So something about what the Raven Queen did on yours is the only difference between ours and...
I mean, either way, she needed both to get the information, and she needed items to catalyze the ritual to begin it. But they're only speculating about that, and therefore it doesn't seem likely that they would know what those items are. Or if they did, they likely would have said it in answer to that question.
Or do we want to burn a question and ask just to be sure? Because there are other ways we can find out after I've taken a long rest. I've got divination.
Arabella wouldn't know, though.
Yeah, but I've got divination. So I could ask yes or no, would this item be needed to complete the ritual? Or commune.
So because we could ask, because obviously there's speculation, but we could still ask what the items they're speculating are about, like what items they're speculating about. Obviously, there's a risk that they don't know specifically, but at least that way we'd have clarification.
We need to find out where, don't we? So should we ask that one first?
Yeah. Ask where. I have a feeling it's going to be Waterdeep, but yeah, let's go with where.
Yeah. So I'll say, where specifically does Lelalia plan to complete the ritual of seeding?
She plans to descend on Waterdeep in a show of force and in a show of her power. She will gather as many followers as she can as she ascends at the focal point of the problems the world faces.
Okay, so we need to get that. Maybe Candlekeep's a distraction because everybody's gone there.
Well, she's going to Candlekeep for the clarification, but we need to sleep anyway, and it feels unlikely that this siege will last less than 8 hours. I mean, it might do.
I can cast sending if I need. I do have some spell slots for sending.
We definitely need to send some heads up to Waterdeep now that we know that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's 4 questions, so we've got.
Yeah, Kate said we forgot to know.
One more, or that's true. We've got that one. So we've got one more we can ask, and we've got one more where we can see on a plane where she. If we're on the same plane that Lelalia's on, we can ask to look at. We can see a place that the thingy saw in life. But it's either we can either have one more question, or we can have 1 or 2 more questions, but I've got 6 uses. I've got 2 more uses left. So we can ask.
I personally think we know enough about her plans to gauge where she is, personally. Kate said about if they know what's causing the rifts.
Yeah, or what they think is causing the rifts anyway.
Yeah. And then do we want to ask about the shroud as well? Or do we want to ask about the items?
So, because there's the problem, because if it's this secretive, even if the shroud have been sent for things, it's now unlikely that Arabella knows what it is. We could ask about the speculation, but again, there's a chance that it's just speculation on magic items rather than any specific items. Asking what they think is causing the rifts might be
Don't know.
informative. Because that would
But we
either
still haven't
tell
asked,
us
to the best of your knowledge, how would we stop it? That would
also
be a
a
decent one.
point.
Because I think there's a chance that they don't know what's causing the rift. They know that the epicenter's there. They don't know also what they need for the ritual, but they, by that same token, if they don't know what she needs for the ritual, then they might not know how to stop it either.
Sorry, the epicenter, was that in Waterdeep?
Yeah, that's where they're headed. That's where the ritual's been planning to take place, and then she's going to ascend on Waterdeep.
There'll be a risk whenever we ask, really, won't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting because obviously it does align with our idea that the lady's ascension in the future is basically what's causing this. If she's planning to do it in Waterdeep and that is the epicenter, but then is she planning to do it there because it's the epicenter? Is it like a paradox?
Cause and effect.
Is that what does it? The paradox.
Yeah.
That's what causes the rifts.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Or maybe do they know why they're doing it in Waterdeep?
No, I think the why is because it's the epicenter.
The epicenter, yeah.
Yeah, it's like do we need? And the question: do we need the why?
Yeah,
is we know where she's going to be.
She did just specify in her answer that it is the center of the epicenter of the rift problem. Yeah. So you can infer that yes, that is why.
So what? So we've got two. So are we going to go 2 questions rather than 1?
Or
do we want to do 1? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, dear.
That if let's say, as we gathered before from the Feywild of whatever that creature have said, the cause and effect, then the effect might have been the rift, which now also became the reason for the cause or the location for the cause, because now she uses the rift as the reason to ascend, but the rift originally was something that the ascension may have created.
Yes.
Yeah, that's 100% what I think.
She doesn't seem to have needed that. She said she needed it for research, not for an ingredient. I think she was again just confirming that her inflated sense of self of she might be the cause for this, but she's also the fix for it, and there is no cause and effect. It's backwards way. She needs to go there and ascend there, and that's why she's going to fix it. Wait, what about the why does she believe, or why specifically does she believe that she can fix reality afterwards?
My concern is that she's just told them I have the power to do it, or I will have the power to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just blindly believe it.
If we think this a little bit more carefully, if this is the same scenario as a cause and effect, right? If she has the power to fix it, wouldn't she have already fixed it?
Yeah.
The biggest
concern
that means she won't fix it.
Be able to.
Yeah, we need to stop it in order to stop the rifts, because her ascending, she is on a path to ascending right now, which is why our theory is the rifts are getting worse. So we need to stop whatever that is happening in order to fix it. Is our working theory, but she also claims to be the only one who can fix it, but she's also on a steamroller mission to do it anyway.
Yeah, but my theory is that if she could have fixed it, we wouldn't have the rift in the first place necessarily, if she is the cause of it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest concern, that she's going to ascend and not be able to fix it. I am kind of leaning towards what do you believe is causing the rift, or what is what is causing the rift? because without the Book of Val Darkness, Vecna presumed that she was repeating the mistakes, but suspected that she might be doing it because she knows how to fix it. So if she's been honest with her followers and said it's the Ascension that causes it, yeah.
Stunned silence as everybody ponders.
So, do we ask how we stop the ritual? That's it's worth it. Is that worth the best?
If they don't know about the ritual of seeding, if Lilia hasn't told anyone about it, and they're speculating about what's required,
yeah.
I'm concerned about how much they would know in that case. And if we go down that avenue, I think it would be better to clarify the items that they suspect.
Yeah, so we ask for the items.
Fuck, this is so hard.
Well, we can ask the items that they think, and then I can always divine in the morning. I can always divine stuff. I've got divination spells. I can ask a god a yes or no answer and go, would this be needed? Yes or no. I'm also going to send a message to. I think my plan is to do a sending to the champion of the Raven Queen. So basically, send a message to Vats and say, right, we know that you're around. This is all the distraction at Candlekeep. She's going to Waterdeep. This is where she's going to be. This is the point of her ascension. Because I think
we need to warn Waterdeep.
They're not listening to us, but Vax seem to be on our side. Not on our side, but if he, about metagaming, knowing what he knows about what happened with Vecna, he might at least think. But also, they did seem to be the one that was a bit more thingy towards us. We didn't completely piss off, so maybe they might listen. So ask what we need. So should we ask for the items that they think, and then should we ask about what's causing the rifts or something else?
I'm reluctant to do that because I feel like we've had an answer that is we don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's going to be it. Sorry, Chris. I think it's a great. I think it's a good plan. But I think that it's in terms of the not knowing. They've already kind of said to us they don't know it. They could speculate, but that would be no closer to actually knowing what those items are. Josh, could you just clarify what you were saying about? You were saying you were leaning towards something about more to do with the rift.
Because like I say, because if we ask them, the problem is I don't know how much it actually tells us versus the potential gain of asking about the items. Because if we ask them what they think is causing the rifts, I assume that Lilia has told them some sort of lie and is planning to fix it. But if they know, then they might have told them that that's what's causing the rift. In which case, it seems even more likely that she actually does have an idea of how to stop it afterwards. But other than that, but again, all it tells us that it's more likely that she has at least a solid idea of how to stop it. It doesn't really tell us anything. Whereas even if we can ask what items they were speculating about, again, the concern is that they're just going to be like, just magic items. Then at least we can then have some guidance or potentially divine based on that information. Unless we have any other ideas for questions.
What about...
I'll hop off now, but maybe just ask the question about the mortuary. Like maybe what the point of the mortuary was, because we never found out. And the gods mentioned it, and that might be quite important. That might give you the answer to what was needed anyway. By chance. If it was something she needed for the ritual, and that's why she was doing that, then you'll get 2 answers out of 1. But I've got to make a move. But enjoy questioning.
No guys. Have a good one.
The only other thing to throw a spanner in the works is what are Lolelia's weaknesses, or what is Lolelia's biggest weakness, and that's something we could potentially exploit.
Yeah, but if she's full on zealotous, she doesn't have to answer.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to answer truthfully, does she?
No, she does.
She does, yeah.
But what if she
To the
truly?
best of your knowledge.
Yeah, but what if she
That's-
truly believes that Lolalia has no weakness?
Yeah, that's
The
what I
answer is going to be her pride or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
I think we've got to focus on what we can actually get from this. What's going to help us? So I think the mortuary question's a good one, because if that might at least give us a piece to go.
Yeah.
Or something there, and then we've got one more. What does everyone? I'm happy to go with whatever people want, but I'm just thinking in terms of what actually helps us. What, because we don't need to know why. We don't need to know the why. We need to know the how. So we need to try and find a way to, because if we're going to get in a battle with a god, as powerful as we are, we need to get going with a plan. We need to get even if it's just delay. Yeah, we need to go into take something away, stop the ritual long enough to let other things work. We need to stop because if there's anything we're going to fight, it could be a case of we're up against time. We need to know what we're facing and how to stop stuff.
How would we, to the best of our abilities, stop the ritual of seeding?
Yeah, but what if Arabella truly believes that we can't?
Then I don't know. That's what I mean. We've got to decide on the question.
This is what I mean. Like, if this is to the best of Arabella's knowledge, true belief can circumsede knowledge sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about we could word it, we could ask the question, but what about in the lines of what would hurt the Lelia the most in losing to be able to perform the ritual of seeding, or what
The problem is it all relies on her knowing.
Yeah, which we don't know. Therefore the question is, what's the most valuable question to us on the chance that she does know?
How many questions have you asked now? Just 3.
Four.
So this will be the last one.
We asked.
You've got 6
what was the
questions,
mission?
right?
Yes, 6 questions, 6 uses of the thing. So,
if I was you guys, you're starting to get into analysis paralysis.
Yeah,
I would recommend asking a question, because whether you get what you need or not, that will give you a better inkling of what your last action or question should be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, could we ask a question that could eliminate all the other questions you might have wanted to ask? In a way, for example, when we asked, does she know about X, Y, and Z, could one of those questions then eliminate all the other possible questions that she doesn't know about certain aspect, and then asking from then to something else that she knows?
In what way? So, to phrase it, how?
I don't know how to phrase it.
Yeah.
I just know that we need maybe one question to limit or understand what she actually knows. So, for example, related to the secret ritual and stuff. If she doesn't know, then there's a lot of things we can already eliminate.
We do also speak with dead, which we could ask with a disguise or something on.
What about then? Instead of asking what she does know, what about phrasing the question to get that kind of knowledge out? Being like, if you were against the Lelia, if she has to answer truthfully and to the best of her knowledge, if you were against the Lelia, with your knowledge, how would you stop the Lelia ascending?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Another way to phrase that If there was someone preventing Lele from ascending, what is the most crucial part you need to protect?
I like that. I like both of those.
Either will work.
I think that's the line of inquiry.
Yeah.
If you were to do it, or if somebody was, if somebody who wanted to stop Lelia would do it, was going to stop her, how would they do it?
Yeah, what do you think would be the best way to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Not what do you think would be the best way? Because she'd be like, I think the best way would be not to do it.
Yeah,
well, no, because
that's what I mean.
The
like,
implication of the question is to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tia's first bit of if somebody wanted to stop her.
Yeah.
What do you think would be the best way to stop them? If somebody else wanted to stop Lelia, what do you think would be the best way to stop her?
Yeah.
I was going to ask it more from the perspective of what they know cannot be interrupted, so they are still very jealous about the thing, but not against it, so we could get the information the other way around.
Yeah. So somebody wanted to stop the ritual of seeding.
And you weren't a follower of the Lelia.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
So
Ask
here's
your
a
friend, Arabella.
Okay, here's the scenario.
So somebody else wanted to stop the ritual of seeding.
Or if somebody else
Oh my God.
if somebody else if with your knowledge, if someone were to interrupt the ritual of seeding, or to postpone the ritual of seeding, what would be the most effective way to do that?
Do it. Do it.
So, with your knowledge, if someone else were to stop the ritual of seeding, how would they do it?
Or what would be the best way to do it?
Or if your knowledge, if somebody wanted to,
I'm assuming that was Chris asking.
There was no accent. There was no accent. There was no accent.
There was asking.
I also thought that.
Unfortunately, because everyone was talking as well, I've forgotten what the exact wording at the very end was.
Right, Moreau.
So, to your knowledge, if someone else wanted to stop the ritual of seeding, how would they do it? And how would you try to stop them?
I don't know that they could. Lelia is very powerful. I don't know what the ritual entails. I assume, like any magic, she would have to concentrate on what she's doing. There would be processes to follow. Physically interrupting what she's doing might stop it, but I cannot say for certain as I don't know what those processes are, nor how long it takes. All I know is that she plans to do it in view of all, but at a distance so she cannot be interrupted. The best way to stop her would be to stop her from ever getting to Waterdeep, to stop her from starting the ritual. Because once she starts, I don't know how quickly how quickly she could do it or her chance of success. Preventative is the only way that it could work, I think. But even then, Lelia is all powerful. She cannot be stopped.
Ah, well, she hasn't met us. Right. Okay.
So do we ask about the items, or do we go for the mortuary? Those to me are the two big ones, because the mortuary might inform us, give us a clue.
She's raised up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mortuary. I think items again. We don't know. She doesn't know. She just said she doesn't know again.
Yeah, it needs some items, but she hasn't been specific in any of those items.
Yeah.
And...
Well, like I say, 'cause before I was hoping to ask what they were speculating about, but with the last question, I don't know if it's valuable enough.
So,
what did you need the mortuary for? What did Lelia need the mortuary and sigil for?
What specifically was the mortuary being used for in relation to the ritual?
Well,
I will ask that.
What?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What was the purpose of the mortuary? What? Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Roll the bones.
I'll ask the wording that Lavender just used. So, what was the purpose of the mortuary in sigil that Lelia used it for?
The mortuary has had a long history, but for Lelalia's uses, it has two. The first is that the many doors there connect to our many operations across the plains. In recent times, because of Lelalia's need to ascend, because of the urgency, some of our beliefs have been suspended. Now, if you are to fall in battle, you are dishonored, but you will be raised and sent back again to fight for Lelalia. The mortuary is where we did this. The portals were the main reason for this choosing of location. And the raising was done with the Eye of Zeltak and the aid of Rasnasi, though unwilling.
Rats.
The second purpose is because there is a second gateway within the mortuary. It connects to the Far Realm, where Lelalia has been offering sanctuary from the chaos to creatures who are willing to serve her. We bring them order that they have never known, and they bring us an army. In recent days, Lelalia has sent her forces out from the mortuary to pacify the citizens of Sigil. She knows the gods wish to move against her and stop her plans, so she struck preemptively. She funnels her army and reinforces her army anywhere and any plane from the mortuary. Currently, it is being run by Brother Relayan, and in Catherine's absence, the Abbot Sanctorum to Catherine, the Honoured Saint.
We need to destroy that mortuary. We need to destroy that mortuary.
Scroll of Trask, anyone? No, I'm kidding. It's
literally
sigil.
just typing that. Yeah.
I'm
I
not.
Like
literally.
blowing it up.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? You can all joke about it as much as you want. Matt specifically said the next time I say it, it happens. So you all joke about it.
No, we fucking talked. We talked about this right when we were there. We were like, we need to blow up the mortuary. And we just forgot about it. So yeah.
We then collectively shit ourselves when we went to see Lelalia. Like we went in full on.
Yeah,
like we do it. As a
we
kid,
did.
I'm gonna go and do this. I'm gonna go and do this. Shit, she's here. Shit.
Yeah. Okay, that's definitely. Yeah, we need to do that.
She just said that they were sent out to pacify Sigil. So does that mean that everyone in Sigil's dead?
Sigil was bent to her will, if I remember rightly, and so I assume that if they started to raise up or start to disagree with what she was doing, then they're basically there to like stop them. Yeah, we need to fucking destroy that place somehow. Definitely. Okay, cool. That's some food for thought. I have made a very, very brief probably nonsensical transcript of that I'll drop as much as I can in the chat. But obviously we can listen back to it as well. But yeah, I think Mortuary is a good shout, and then basically just stopping her from getting to Waterdeep, I guess. Which, if she's headed to Candlekeep, would be our next best bet.
Yeah, I mean, to be
Depends
fair,
how long she's gonna be there.
that actually was a genuinely really good answer. That's a very fair point that stopping them on the way may be the way.
Yeah.
Where is Candlekeep?
South.
In relation to where?
Candlekeep is, from my knowledge, somewhere south of Waterdeep. I don't know exactly, but I know it's
Correct.
somewhere. Is
It's
it near
near.
Baldur's Gate?
I think it's closer to Daggerford. It's
of
not on
this
the map I've
way.
given you, but it's on my other map. Just give me a second.
It's kind of in this section though, so it's not
Yeah,
far from Waterdeep. Is my point.
So, one way of preventing them to go to Waterdeep in the first place would be not having a Waterdeep.
Do we just leave a Trask there and see if she finds it?
You are correct. Candlekeep is south of Baldur's Gate. It's like 130 miles away from Baldur's Gate, but it is like
south, and it's it's like weeks away by road. So she ain't going by road. She's portaling him in.
Also a fair point.
Just one question mark before we think. The tallest building in Waterdeep. What is it?
It's probably Blackstaff Tower.
Moreau's gonna look and go when he says she's doing a Blackstaff Tower.
Oh
if
no!
We were to see Center of Rifts, magic.
Didn't you guys talk about combining 2 rifts at the top of Blackstaff Tower as well?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I could make that happen again, actually, if we wanted. If there's enough rifts, I could probably make that happen on a large scale. So if anyone wants that to happen,
what reality to be torn apart?
Exactly, I might be able to destroy reality faster.
She can't tie it up, turn it apart in 3 days if we tear it apart now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna cast Descending. Oh wait, we'll end it there. No, I was gonna say. I'm shitting myself at the moment. I'm gonna cast Ascending to Silverhand. I think who should we send first to? Vaxeldan or Silverhand?
Whoever can get it to the most manpower. Like, I think rather than followers, because they'll act in their own interest, I think to save the most people, Silverhand may be the better bet there, personally.
So I'm casting Sending and send to Lariel Silverhand. Lilalia plans to ascend in Waterdeep in how many days it is. Like, bringing army. Wants to do it in full view. We need to stop her getting there.
There's a brief pause before you hear. Understood. Give us as much information as you can. We will see what we can do.
And then one more sending to the champion of the Raven Queen. I don't say him. Candlekeep, a distraction. Plan is to ascend in Waterdeep. Bringing army wants to do it in full view of populace.
Thank you, friend. I'll pass on the information. That's the only reply you get.
Yep.
Very scared. Very, very scared.
That's where we'll end it for tonight.
Yeah, I feel like we've gotten further. Yeah, I do feel like we're a slight step forward. I think we did good on those questions. Well done, guys.
You did.
10
10 out of 10 marks to Jack for swooping in, mentioning the mortuary, and then leaving.
Yeah, we need to blow that fucking place up. That's the way to stop her army getting there. Because if she's got those far realm creatures that she's been bugging around with.
I'm worried that they've already moved out and they're in like Candlekeep and shit. Because they were. Oh no, they were. We saw them leaving the. We saw Lelalia and that leaving her fucking fortress or whatever.
Brother Relayan also had a note that said something along the lines of, "I don't know if we can bring them through in time," which I'm guessing is related to that. So there might be the chance that the plans have accelerated before they can bring their full force through. But
if she's using it as a hub, if she's using it as a hub because of all the doors, she's going to be moving shit around, isn't she?
Yeah.
Well.
Well, yes.
Can't wait.
Well, indeed.
Well, indeed. Can't wait to AI Kate talking to the plants, though. That was top notch. Sorry, Eve.
From a bad guy's perspective, the fact that you guys went into the mortuary and then just fucking left and didn't do anything with it, oh, that was lovely. So yeah,
I completely forgot about it, to be honest.
Well, or we went to the mortuary. Nothing seemed to have happened. What the fuck did they do?
I feel like you were very specific as well with Matt. There are portals here. They're important. And we all went, "Yep, bye."
Yeah, but we couldn't destroy them.
No, it wasn't a case of that. It was a case of we went there, figured out that the portals and everything were important, fucked about with Brother Relayan because Ribbit tried stealing things, ran away,
my bad,
went straight into...
Ribbit was not there for that session, so if you're going to blame Ribbit, it was not Ribbit, thank you very much.
It was totally my bad.
Alright, okay, well, sorry, I just assumed because Ribbit's
Sophia
here.
I
just assumed because I know Ribbit.
The other stealing rogue.
Sorry, went there, fucked about with the fucking warlock trying to steal things, had a fight with Brother Relayan, ran away.
To be fair,
Then we went straight to the Lelia, shit ourselves with the Lelia. The Lelia went, "Go and do this for me because I haven't killed you." We went, "Yeah, sure," and then got blindsided by two honoured saints attempting to kill them. It wasn't a sense of we forgot about it. It's a sense of we
let's
got
not forget giving her the other thing that she needed to ascend. Literally, went back and gave her the shard of the Shadowfell.
Yeah. Also, but to be fair, the gems that we did steal from that office actually did bring Lavender back to life, so it did come full circle in the end. I must have known that I needed them.
We never would have gone
It was a witchy
shopping
tingle.
if we hadn't gone to the ball. That was important.
Exactly.
That was a bonding moment.
Exactly. Every campaign needs a ball arc.
Exactly.
It just needs to happen. Cool. My brain hurts, so I'm gonna get off.
Me too.
Jesus.
But top session.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
Waterdeep, yeah?
Sad I have to wait a week, as always. Speak to you guys soon.
Bye.
We're in the end game now. See you next week, guys.
Bye.
So